All right. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hey, guys.
What?
How's it going?
Whoa.
Whoa. Huh? Oh,
Got me by surprise.
who are y'all?
Who are you?
This is supposed to be a solo podcast. Nah.
Oh my god. Somebody just jumped in Discord. It was like, hello.
like I threw in the call and I just totally forgot I even did it.
It's good.
All right. Let's get started. So, hey, guys. How's it going? My name is Justin.
I barely heard Mark's name in the background. I was just like,
Really?
oh.
No, I got him.
and I'll fill him. That's funny.
Hey, watching or listening to episode 459 of DangIT Prodcast. Welcome back, everybody. It's officially been, well, actually a little bit more than a week of, like, literally a week and 1 day of Tears of the Kingdom coming out. You were saying it felt like, was it 1 week or 2 weeks? Because it really feels like so much time. But I think there's just an influx of information on a constant.
Yeah. It feels like it's been 2 weeks, but it's only been a week since this game came out.
Yeah, it's been rough too, just to like be working the week after, because it's just like,
Bro.
I want to jump back onto it, but then I have to like go to sleep on time, so I'll just play just an extra hour early.
Every single day I'm at work, I'm like, I could literally be playing Zelda right now. What is this?
So I mean, it's a real roll, especially for me, because I know I have my sleep schedule, but this game wrecked that. So I've been
It's really good. The more I play it, the more I'm enjoying it, and the more I start to realize, like, yo, this really is different to Breath of the Wild.
Mm-hmm. I think
it's a much different game.
My thing is that there's so much more added onto the experience, and then they even like include like enhancements to, I would even say, the story too. Like, aside from just like environmental storytelling, there's actual like stuff going on. Even if it's kind of like held to like, or it's more referential to past things that happen, things that you won't really even physically be there for. It's just a lot. I won't say much. I won't really say anything at all. But currently, I still only have one temple to my name, and I spent the rest of it doing the geoglyphs and getting the Master Sword. And having done all that, it has changed my entire perspective on like the story stuff. And I'm like, bro.
Man,
I'm like, bro.
That's really crazy. I think I'm 2 temples in. I think we can all agree that we have our own chat. We were talking about it. We've all done the Wind Temple, right?
Yeah, I think that's kind of like the introductory thing, and it's a great intro.
That's the introductory one.
Yeah.
So we've all done the Wind Temple at least. So at least we're on that front.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm 2 temples in. I've done a ton of shrines. I think I'm like hitting the 60 mark.
Oh.
With shrines, yeah. I actually need.
How many is that?
How many? Hold on. I actually have it in front of me. Give me 1 minute. I have 3 more Light of Blessings to fully upgrade my stamina.
Oh, cool.
I've just been going for the 3 rings of stamina so that I can just run around like crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
Well, I realized that the temples give you hearts when you're done.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I'll just get a heart when I finish the temple. It's all good.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, I haven't really like jumped in for that aspect or even jumped on getting hearts. I only have like 6. And I've just focused on getting stamina. I'm
missing 3 towers.
Oh, cool.
I got 3 more to go, but I've really just been doing a lot of shrines, and yeah, I think the next step for me is going to be doing the 3rd temple, but I really should invest time into doing the Master Sword.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to get that.
I
don't think I have all the tiers.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I will say, I think like you can do all of these individually. You don't have to like get the tiers and then get the Master Sword, nor do you need to get the Master Sword and then the tiers. You can just do those like independently of each other. And I think the presentation does a really good job at keeping you like kind of guessing as to like, well, I think those 2 are more coherent with each other, but together they create like a whole narrative to it. So to each their own experience on that one.
It's been very fun. Like I keep saying it, but like we on your stream and then today in the chat, I was just like, I like this little book club thing we have going for this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like we all just like send each other like what we're doing, where we're at. Hey, look, we found this. This is crazy without spoiling any story stuff. So that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's been really fun to do that. I know Anaya's a menace, so
like... he He's
I
down
don't.
there in the depths.
Nope. I do not explore the depths like he does. He is an absolute menace when it comes to that.
He is a mole.
This dude is going in blind, and I mean that literally. Like he's just like not
Yeah.
using lights.
He's not even lighting up the place. He's just kind of like,
He's just a mole eyes.
He's just going. And I'm like, dude, you could fall. You could die.
You get them mole eyes.
Yeah, he's got the mole eyes, dude. He's also like not using any glowing abilities because like it'd be one thing if you equip yourself with like glow.
right,
He's not. He's just going, and I'm like,
bro.
what are you doing,
bro?
And then for people who don't understand, like he'll use the lights, but it's so far and few in between.
Yeah. I've kind of adopted a little bit of that too, though. Like I used to just kind of like slow crawl, like especially the first time going in, and I just like shoot arrows just to like cover up all the blind spots, and like that works. But also, it is kind of cool that like you can literally like walk in the dark, and there's some ways of like traversing, especially if there's like light in the far background. But yeah, otherwise you could explore via just like on foot, or you could make vehicles and stuff like that. And I think that's gonna be my main focus. I'm gonna try to get everything prepped up so I can get more energy wells, pretty much like the other like stamina thing, but for your like devices, and then improve on the pro pad so I can actually look for stuff for clothing enhancements.
So like for me, it's I gotta really get the Great Fairies to do the equipment or the armor upgrades because I'm getting smacked left and right out here, man.
Yeah, one.
I'm getting one shot, and I'm like, bro, how? I did get the Champion's Tunic, so I'm rocking that now, thankfully.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I need a lot of upgrades still. I need to upgrade the battery.
Moose,
I need to upgrade the armor. Wait, what?
Oh, just a follow.
So, it's fun. The game's good. Buy it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, I know it's $70. I get it. I get it. That's steep. Like a good comparison, like Pokemon TCG stuff. Like if you buy the booster packs from the past, they're like $4, but like the more current one for Scarlet and Violet is like $5, and that doesn't seem like a lot. But buying 4 for like 16 versus buying 4 for 20 is a big difference.
You bring up that $70 price tag. That's a fun topic.
That's an interesting for me to bring up, right? Because there's another.
There's another game we got to discuss later, but we'll bring that up when we bring that up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I knew it was gonna happen. It's kind of unfortunate because once somebody does it, everyone's like, "Oh, well, I want a piece of the pie." I want that kind of money on Switch, and then you're like, oof. But there's a huge difference about what it is compared to this game. So like,
true. So yeah, there's obviously going to be like more and more $70 price tag games for the Switch at this time until like the next the next successor. But I wasn't expecting it to be so soon. That was the thing. I think it was. I figured it'd be like
what
ambitious. Oh, what the?
Gabe?
Is that Gabe?
Gabe?
Hello. I hold on, everybody. I think he's trying to reconnect Kingdom Hearts.
No, it never fails with you with the Kingdom Hearts reference. No, why must you do this to me every time?
Should we jump into the that $70 like talk now that we're kind of like in there? I also kind of the $70 price tag game of question.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So the thing is, well, let's talk about what the game is, and because I know Mark can actually have some things to say too.
Okay. Yeah.
So we finally got it after weeks of teasing. Right? It was like Ed Boon needed to stop with the teasing because it was pissing me off. But
what are you doing?
He was pulling another Kojima at that point. He was just going. But we got it. We got the next Mortal Kombat entry. Mortal Kombat 1. Which is the weirdest title, but I will take it.
I kind of get it. With very little context.
I didn't get it until somebody pointed out that I should have played 11's story mode. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
heard about
dumb.
that. Yeah, they.
The thing is, 11 didn't really. I didn't really like how 11 played. I own it. It's sitting right there on the shelf. But when I was playing it, I was like, this doesn't feel like 9 or 10 to me, and I don't really like. I really love 9,
Mhm.
but I love 10. 10 is super good.
Yeah, it's
So
a
I've heard.
One.
But I started playing 11, and then I was like, I'm not really into this. It's not really my thing. I am a person who loves Mortal Kombat from afar. Like, I love story, I love the lore, the characters, everything. I am so bad at playing it.
I got pretty good at 10.
I'm so garbage at Mortal Kombat. It's not even funny.
Like,
Like Smash,
I was
let's
playing 10
go.
online a lot, actually.
I can play Smash. I can play Street Fighter to an extent. I can play King of Fighters to an extent. You know what I mean? I can. Yeah, I can even. Nah, that's not lie. Anaya, I can't keep up with Anaya in second. But Mortal Kombat is out of my reach. Like, I'll play it for just being casual at it, but I'm not good.
That's fair.
But Mortal Kombat 1 is coming out finally, September 19th. Warner Brothers really, really, really needed that game.
You are not wrong.
Well, they only have 3 games planned for this year. So yeah, they and when one of them gets delayed to 2024, you're stuck with the one game. Like, literally, I don't think a lot of people realize for Warner Brothers games, Mortal Kombat 1, a lot is riding on that game. Like, I'm talking like Hogwarts is doing numbers. Let's not beat around the bush. That game is making
Yeah,
its
I forgot
numbers.
that was Warner Brothers, honestly.
Yeah.
The game is making its numbers, so it's not like they're hurting super bad about delaying Suicide Squad, but Mortal Kombat 1 is their next big like AAA game. Like, it needs to do numbers for them.
Mm.
And since it's Mortal Kombat and not Injustice, it'll make those numbers. I don't like saying that because I actually really like Injustice, but I am not going to deny. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's better than Mortal Kombat because it's not. But MK1, it's a complete.
Still really just out here firing shots.
Hey, look, I'm telling it as it is. I actually really like I said, I really like NetherRealm games. Like, they're NetherRealm Studios games. They're great. It's a complete reboot again. The second reboot for the series.
Correct.
Oko-san has going. Local Ed Boon give PTSD by forcing his staff to watch 1 billion hours of live leaked footage so the dismemberment is just right.
A lot of people. Okay, can we like kind of discuss that a little bit? I've been seeing that a lot.
What's going on with that?
So apparently, people are like saying, "Wow, the game doesn't need to be this gory. It doesn't need to be this bloody."
Did you not
Hey,
play
what?
10?
Yeah, people are like, "I think the gore is getting a little ridiculous in Mortal Kombat," and I'm like,
It's
wait,
Mortal
what?
Kombat.
"It's Mortal Kombat."
The game that created the ESRB rating system is too gory.
Gabe,
How's it going, Gabe?
that was the best entrance I've ever heard. Thank you, Gabe.
You're welcome.
No, it's true. Like, it. First of all, hi, Gabe. How you doing?
I'm well. I'm well. Ish.
Good. But yeah, no, real quick. That's dumb. Like, look, listen, there's a reason. Okay, I'm gonna bring you back to the original
Whoever said that
MK1,
never played Mortal Kombat.
right? I was gonna bring you back to the original MK1, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got the Super Nintendo version, you got the Genesis version.
Uh-huh.
Super Nintendo version censored. It plays better and it looks better than the Genesis version. It even sounds better, but the Genesis version is the one that sells more because it's got blood. Mortal Kombat's identity is in its fatalities, its blood, its gore. Like, that's what makes the game. I don't understand what people were expecting the next gen console to not have that much gore and violence.
I think people got too used to Injustice.
But here's the thing with that statement. We haven't had an Injustice since 2. When was that? 2 games already now?
Mm-hmm.
11 was the last one, and we're not
True.
getting a new Injustice now. It's going right into the next Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
That would make sense if we had gotten Injustice 3 before this one. But
Injustice 3 just ain't happening.
I don't know. People are a little upset that it's getting super gory, and I'm like, but here's the thing: it's comical. Like, it's as gory as like an Evil Dead movie. It's not like super serious. Where like, I don't know what I want to compare that to,
I think maybe it's not that it's getting more gory. It's just that it's becoming a little bit more realistic.
Sure, sure, but it's
in a way, yeah. Like
that's
the tech is getting up there.
it's getting up there, yeah. And some of those fatalities in that trailer,
Well, they were like-
oh my god, dude, the eyeball one, I was like, oh
Oh!
god damn, that was
Well,
good,
I guess I'm fucking watching this trailer now.
dude.
It's it's intense.
It's very
Literally,
intense.
all the news I get about anything ever for anything comes from osmosis through you guys.
Nice.
As it must be.
As-
Like I know,
as is written.
I know almost nothing about anything. And then I get tweets from Sephi like, "Oh, there was a fucking Powerpuff Girls fucking live action that was supposed to come out."
And then they
Let's
scrap
not
it.
talk
Then
about that.
fucking, and
Let's
then
not talk about
there's
that.
a Mortal Kombat fucking a new Mortal Kombat coming out. I'm like, whoa, things are happening in the world.
Well, there's a new Mortal Kombat game and the movies. The second
Oh,
movie was
yeah.
greenlit, so
See, this is the first I heard about a second movie.
yeah, the second movie.
Actually, let me rephrase. This is the first I've heard about a third movie.
Well, let me give you one even better. This is the first time you've heard of the fourth movie because there's two before the reboot.
I didn't know that there was. I didn't know there was two old ones.
I didn't.
Really? You don't know the original "I'll Steal Your Soul" like movie? Yeah, that one.
I remember.
Okay.
I remember the original.
Yeah, that's the best
I
one.
didn't know there. I didn't know there was a second one.
Yeah, there's a second one that we don't like to talk about, but it exists. Is it Annihilation? Is that what it's called? I'm looking it up real quick.
Oh no!
Mortal Kombat movies.
Annihilation.
Movies in order, please. Yeah, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, 1997. Yeah, that movie's not good. It's not good. But then there was the reboot that happened in 2020.
A reboot.
Yeah,
He
There
said
was
reboot.
like the new canon.
the one that
new movie
Kano
canon.
fucking carried.
The one that Kano absolutely carried that whole movie. Yep. With the weird, like they didn't need a new main character. He's not even in the games. It'd be
Or no, he might be in Mortal Kombat 1.
that would be at least mildly interesting. Like I thought like why didn't they just use like someone like Shujinko from like Deception?
There's a lot of like fucking. What's worse than tertiary?
I can't stand you, dog.
Whatever's worse than tertiary, there's a cast of characters at that level that they could have chose from.
No, you're not wrong. That's why I can't stand you right now. I'm just saying. No, but you're not wrong. But why even go as far as to make? He wasn't even like the Earthrealm champion. He's just like there.
He's Guy.
He's just guy who gets to have some kind of power sometimes. But whatever. Hey, look, if the second movie's good, We'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
The first movie plot wise was god awful, but it was at least a fun watch.
Eh,
Hey, the fights were good. The Kung Lao fight was kind of trash, but other than that, the Kano definitely like stole the show though. That actor did not have to go that hard for Kano,
no, he didn't.
but it was good. But yeah, Mortal Kombat 1 complete reboot.
Yeah, I'm watching that trailer right now. I just saw a man get his throat cut with a punch through it.
Yep,
Oy.
it's a complete reimagining of all of the characters you know. So, like for instance, I believe they did confirm Raiden's in the game, but he's not an Elder God. He's just
a guy.
someone with power. He's just a guy. Liu Kang is the new Elder God, so he's the Fire God Liu Kang,
Yeah,
which is something that's a little wild. Again, happens at the end of 11. Didn't know. This is all stuff I'm learning from Mark.
osmosis.
Yup.
Full circle.
So
Pre-order it at Shang Tsung and beta access.
Yeah.
Shang Tsung looks way too young, dog. Like, again, it's a reboot, so obviously, but
Everybody is now 32.
I do think it's cool that we get to see Scorpion before he dies.
Yeah,
That's actually kind of cool. So let's break down the game real quick, and then we'll get into the little other. Let me just end the gore thing real quick. It's Mortal Kombat. If you don't like I don't know what else to tell you. If you don't like the gore, then don't play the game. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. This is also a thing in esports, by mind you. At Evo, when they have to live stream this, they literally have to cut off. They have to go back to the player's screen when they're doing a fatality. Because of like they don't want to get hit with copyrights and stuff like that.
Okay, all right.
And sponsors.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
So it's a little.
I'm
not the sponsor.
Yeah, not the people with.
As a sponsor, I'm going to give you money to help you promote this super gore, violent video game. But please, for the love of God, don't show any gore or violence.
Exactly. Yo, this has been a thing at Evo. Even on Street Fighter 5, some of the swimsuit costumes for the female characters, they make them change them on screen, like for like finals. They'll make the players change them.
See, okay, that I can understand. You can make them have a different costume to fit more whatever the fuck. But when you get upset at the core gameplay,
I totally understand that.
Like, I feel from what I've seen of this Mortal Kombat, if this cinematic trailer is anything like the actual gameplay itself, they're not going to be able to show anything. Yeah. They're like, oh, he did an incredible thing just now. Wish I could show you guys. Can't.
Rumor has it those fatalities were in game.
Oh
my god. Oh my god.
Rumor has it, but we'll see. We'll get to that in a minute because the PlayStation Showcase is this week. That's where I think they're gonna have it.
Ooh.
That's where I think gameplay is gonna show up. They don't just show you cinematic trailers, tell you all these descriptions in the FAQs, and then just not show you.
That's fair.
Because there's a big mechanical change to this game. It's an assist game.
Oh, yeah.
What?
It's an assist-based game. So think Marvel vs. Capcom 1 specifically, where you actually get to choose, like, you know how there's like a separate set of characters on a list that's for assist. So you're gonna have a main roster, and you're gonna have what they're calling cameo fighters with the K, of course.
Of course.
So it's main roster cameo fighters. So your cameo fighters will be an assist character you choose after you choose your main character. So that this game is gonna have like legitimate assist combos.
Interesting.
What I'm a little nervous of is like, for instance, what if my favorite character in the series gets put into the cameo list, and I'm like, welp.
You'll just be part of the
someone new. Yep. That's the one worry. But I think it's an interesting thing. I think if they choose like really like obscure Mortal Kombat characters for assist or for cameos, that'd be cool.
The main character of the movie.
There you go. Fuck him, put him in there.
I mean, when it came to the fighting, all he did was assist.
Pretty goddamn much. I was gonna say more like someone like Mocap or Meat or Flame. Is his name Flame? The dude from Deadly Alliance, was that Flame?
I don't know. But I forgot about Mocap, and I wish he was the main character of the movie.
Yep. Mocap is funny. But like those kind of characters would be pretty cool as like assists. But like I really hope I don't see like Sub-Zero and Scorpion get put into the cameo fighters. That would be dumb.
That would be bull. You know, they could do Sub-Zero on both.
So
because there's more than one Sub-Zero.
I was gonna say that brings me to a very good point. So in the main roster, right? So far, I think Johnny Cage is on that roster. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be horrible if they didn't.
Well, hold up.
Holding.
I'm at one roster so far. Thank you. So far, your main characters that you can choose are Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Liu Kang, Raiden, Kung Lao, Kitana, Melina, Shang Tsung, and Johnny Cage. Shang Tsung is a pre-order bonus.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking at that same website that you are.
What happened, Mark?
Did you mention Fire God Liu Kang?
Yeah.
Well, they mark him as Liu Kang, but yes, it's Fire God Liu Kang. However, as some people may or may not know, Amazon may or may not have leaked the DLC. And
Oh yeah.
and that's
Nice.
not even like a.
Please
It was a bad leak too. Like it was in the description, like for the sale. So and then they removed it immediately.
we already know what it is.
So
But not
we know what
immediately
it is.
enough.
But what are
Yep.
So the DLC character, there's going to be 2 packs. It's going to be DLC character pack 1, and Cameo Fighter is going to get a DLC like pack.
Okay.
So with that in mind, let me pull this up so I don't mess this
Jamie,
up.
pull that up.
I'm right here.
Jamie, pull that up.
Where is it?
So I have a list of it. I don't know if it's like the
Yeah.
full list, but
I'm looking for the Cameo Fighters first. I don't know why it's not here.
I got the cameo fighters are on this as well.
This will be like guest
Please
fighting.
read them to me.
So I have Tremor, Chameleon,
Yep.
Movado, and Farah.
Yep.
Trevor's-
And
Johnny Cage is also listed as part of the cameo fighter roster,
So-
but it's not clear
I was
whether
gonna
it's the
say
Jean-Claude Van Damme. Oh yeah,
No. So the Jean-Claude Van Damme version is a skin.
yeah. They weren't sure if it's gonna be like that though.
So from my understanding,
Johnny wouldn't be part of the base roster.
well, Johnny is in the base roster. So this is what I'm trying to get at.
Hmm.
Those characters could also appear as cameo fighters, so that you can just use whatever you want.
True.
So if they're gonna add some of those characters as DLC in the cameo, that makes sense. But Johnny is in the main roster apparently. Also, yeah, the Jean-Claude Van Damme skin is a really funny reference. I believe it's because they were basing the original character off Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a really cool reference.
Tremor, which hadn't seen an appearance since 10.
Johnny?
No, Tremor.
Oh yeah, Tremor hasn't been in a game since 10, but unfortunately he's a cameo fighter, so there's
no.
that.
My thing is they have Farah back.
Farah, dude.
I wonder if she's gonna come back as a Goliath like Thor was.
I'm not sure.
Because if I remember correctly, that was like the lore behind that character, that they're a symbiotic partnership until one gets too old and then they become the fucking Goliath that a smaller one of them rides.
I believe so.
Like that's just their life cycle.
Something like that. I think you're really close to that. I don't remember exactly. Honestly, I kind of feel like I should replay these games again. It's been a while.
You said Chameleon is one of them as well?
Chameleon, like, and I believe it's with the K, so it's female chameleon. There is a difference. There's chameleon with the K and chameleon with a C.
I'm trying to think if I've seen the character before or not.
Chameleon with the K is the one that's the female, so she has all of the girl ninjas powers, like combined.
Okay.
And then chameleon with the C is all the guy ninjas. Dumb, yes, I know. But let's talk about the actual DLC list. Let's talk about the actual like main roster DLC.
I'm seeing thumbnails.
Bro,
seeing thumbnails, and
I'm
this
gonna
can't-
give you
This can't be real.
it's 3 Mortal Kombat characters and 3 guests. I'll do the 3 Mortal Kombats first.
I swear, if these guests are
It's-
the ones I'm looking at right now, that's hilarious.
Quan Chi, Ermac, and Takeda.
I'm mad that Ermac is a DLC.
Yeah, I am a little disappointed in that too. Ermac is like he's pretty much basic like roster. Like he should have been there to begin with.
It was
Honestly, the fact that they have any basic rosters as a DLC, like
Yeah,
you can't be like, oh
Quan
yeah,
Chi? Really?
yeah, like oh, remember all those Mortal Kombat characters that we had? Yeah, they're DLC now.
Mhm.
Remember, because the DLC was always like non-canon bonus characters.
yeah, either that or old characters being brought back.
Well, no, not just old characters, but like non-canon ones. Like for instance, like Scarlet.
Mhm.
Like she's an NK character, but she wasn't canon up until the point where they brought her back in 9.
And then of course we have a whole cast of new characters that was introduced in 10 that we still haven't seen again just yet.
Yeah. But let me give you this. The 3 guest characters, dude, because this is nuts if it's real.
I'm seeing the thumbnails, and if this is real, that's
We
wild.
got, I'm gonna do it in order. We got Omni-Man from Invincible.
How?
We got Peacemaker from Peacemaker / Suicide Squad.
That kind of makes sense.
That one does make sense since it's DC.
That's Warner Brothers, yeah.
Exactly.
And then
finally, the man himself, the myth, the legend, Homelander from The Boys.
there's no fucking shot.
No, now here's the thing. That's entirely possible if Amazon has the DLC list. Because those are Amazon characters.
So you hit the nail on the head right there. I was gonna say, if the listing for the collector's edition was on Amazon and that's where it got leaked, and they're the ones putting it out, I mean, I don't usually try to like comment on rumors and leaks unless we got concrete proof. It's pretty much there, dude. We're getting Homelander and Omni-Man in the same game, dude. That's so wild.
There's substantial evidence this time.
Mm-hmm.
Not just a picture of the Grinch in the corner.
I feel bad. The only way I think Peacemaker is going to be like a fun character is if it's actually John Cena.
That'd be hilarious.
That'd be so funny. Hey, I mean, and don't say no. I mean, what Rambo in 11 was Sylvester Stallone, so
that he was.
Yep.
And the Terminator was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He was not.
He was not?
His likeness, but not. It wasn't actually him voicing him.
Well, yeah.
It's still him himself.
Yeah, it's
that's what I'm on about. Like his likeness was the thing. That's partially why the Avengers game failed so miserably. Is people saw the characters like that looks nothing like Chris Hemsworth and Scarlett Johansson.
Oh well, that's a whole different topic. But we can
looks like them in the actual comics.
We can totally talk about why Avengers failed another day because that's a whole podcast in on itself. But
I played it; it was fun. I had great time.
You know what, Gabe? I'm glad someone did.
I didn't think it was bad.
I'm glad someone had to have fun with it.
Like, I think saying it's bad is just not true. I think saying it had issues is absolutely fair, but saying it's
I think saying it was okay. Like, it's not like it's unplayably bad. That would be bad. But it definitely wasn't. If you paid $20 for the game, I would say it's all right.
I think it was $20 at this point.
I can't remember ever paying for a game in recent history.
The Game Pass thing, yeah.
Yeah, I've Game Passed so many games since it became a thing.
Yep.
Because unlike you, my friend, I'm not an avid collector of physical.
That's fair.
I'm an avid collector of just playing the goddamn things.
Of experience.
Save
Mark is so like out. Your mic is so like dim, dude.
Mark just wants to be heard.
That was good. That's fine, dog.
I saw that virtual high five. I see it.
We are all different in the way we play games. It's fine. I get it.
I'm laughing because I just heard Judy in the back go, "You're heard." I'm just like,
You're heard.
You're heard.
Because I was being loud. She said, "Oh, you're heard, all right." I'm just like,
damn. I was gonna say, yeah, no, MK1 looks great. I'm really excited. I don't know if I'll buy it day one personally, because this is a NetherRealm Studios game, and as much as I like their games, they always re-release the game later with all the DLC. So it's like,
well, man, yeah, that's technically any fighting game does.
Not really. King of Fighters doesn't have a definitive edition, or like Guilty Gear.
Okay, fair. Maybe not definitive edition.
Yeah, like Tekken 7 doesn't have a definitive edition.
It only just recently became finished.
That's also fair, but you know what I'm saying? Like, they haven't made an announcement like that.
Are you booing me? I'm right.
NRS always does this. Like, they always make the complete edition or the legendary edition for Injustice 2 or MKXL.
Yeah.
So,
yes, Mortal Kombat extra large.
I mean,
I mean, is it? It's not. I'm waiting for an answer, Mark. Is it not?
Yeah.
That was a good. Yeah, I'll take that. But let's do the big price tag elephant in the room, baby.
Oh yeah. That's the whole point about we even got here.
The whole point of that we brought Mortal Kombat 1 to begin with. It's a $70 release for PS5, Series X, Steam, Epic Game Store, and it is a $70 release on the Switch. You have got me entirely fucked up.
Bro, this game's gonna crash like crazy,
Yeah,
dude.
I was gonna say,
Burnout, dude.
First of all, I don't even think it's gonna look that good on Switch. I'll be real with you. MK11 barely ran on it.
I mean, maybe they're actually like optimizing it this time.
I would hope so. Listen, I'm pretty sure it's good, but to sit here and tell me the next gen, it's gonna be the same price as the next gen versions. Well, listen, Zelda's exclusive, right? Zelda's got that kind of like, it's got enough content to justify the $70 purchase.
Yeah, I can also vouch for that too.
I think part of me feels that games going up in price, just in general, is a sad truth.
Well, yeah,
I agree with that.
As the
And
game and labor gets better.
And honestly, for them to lower the price by console, that could be classified as discriminatory practice, but at the same time, it's kind of a spit in the face at fans of those consoles where it's like, yeah, you're not that good to where you're getting a full X dollar version.
Okay, that's fair, but I also really wish that, I don't know, dude, this is the second game in the 7 years that the Switch has been out to be priced $70 out the gate. I don't know, dude. Like, if you were gonna tell, like, I feel like all the efforts being put into the PS5 Series X versions. I'm not saying the Switch version might not be that bad. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel it's getting to a point where it's not just like the optimization or it being built this way for certain consoles. I think it's just the price tag for the genuine overall creation outside of the optimization for consoles and porting and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's like, we made it, we're just going to have blanket stamped this much, and all the extra work is, fuck it, it'll be made up in revenue.
I hope.
I know some games where it's like, yeah, they definitely put more love and affection into this console than any other.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they're just blanketing it now to where games are just standard going to be 70 moving forward in like the next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, and I mean, you've definitely been seeing it, right? Like God of War released at $70, even on PS4.
Oh, really? On PS4 as well? Damn.
Yep.
Damn. See, I thought it was going to be a case by case. Well, Switch.
No, I think Horizon also did too. $70 on PS4.
Wow. Jeez.
Yep. So I get that statement. I just don't think that would have made more sense if they actually did a PS4 and Series and an Xbox One version. Which, don't get me wrong, thank God they're not. I want an actual reason to own my next gen consoles, but I don't know. I think the Switch community is way too used to paying $60 for everything. Zelda was already a big one. I heard that was already a big controversy to begin with. But Zelda's also not Mortal Kombat.
Honestly, I gave up on the controversy after like the second game I've ever seen release at $70, which again was well after the point of me no longer buying video games.
I'm not saying we shouldn't. I'm not saying like, hey, look, like let's screw the developers over. I think in certain games, I thought God of War Ragnarok was perfectly fine at 70.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some games where they earn the price tag, and then there's others where it's like you're only charging that much because it's industry standard.
Exactly.
Like that with a lot of $60 games as well.
I kind of feel bad for Guardians of the Galaxy because that game is really damn good, and it kind of does deserve the 70, but it did not sell when it came out.
Avengers left a very sour taste in a lot of people's mouths.
That sucks because I think Guardians is a fantastic 10 out of 10 game. It's really good.
It is a good game.
Like I had so much fun playing it. It was really good. Also, the last boss having to fight him with the "Wake Me Up Before You Go Go" was the funniest. Like, it was super funny because the song list is random when you do the special. So like, all I heard was Jitterbug, and I was like, oh my god, let's go.
So they hold on to the Peter Quill's always just playing music.
Yeah, it's really funny.
I
So
love
whenever you do like an ability in that game, a random song from the playlist that's in the game already will play. It's always random, so you never get the same one. Yeah, it's funny. It was super funny. Like I'm over here like fighting a god, and I'm just running down this like giant like stream of stars, and all I hear is Jitterbug.
Honestly, segueing from Guardians to Guardians, I love that the music playlist has changed years by years in each volume.
Yeah, I think I brought that up.
So fucking good.
Yeah, dude, I brought that up in the last stream
week
or the last podcast.
Yeah.
I was gonna say a lot of people were like, I do know some people that are like, the soundtrack was whatever, but I was like, yo, it's pretty damn good. It's a little bit more choice cuts, that's for sure.
If anyone ever says that No Sleep Till Brooklyn wasn't the perfect song choice for that scene, I will fight them.
Mark, okay, hold on, wait.
See, I'm not a big Beastie Boy fan. That's my only thing.
Hold on a minute. We got all like kinds of opinions. I was gonna say, Mark, I like that song a lot. It's my favorite Beastie Boy song. But god damn it, why is it the second Chris Pratt movie back to back to have that song?
What was the other one?
It was Mario Brothers.
Oh shit, it was in there.
That's why I was like, what?
No, I haven't seen the Mario Brothers yet.
Wait, what?
Dude,
Imagine being Mark.
Brooklyn shows up in Mario movie, and I was like, oh, that was pretty funny. You know, I get it. Brooklyn. And then it shows up again in Guardians, and I was like, okay.
All right.
It's a little ridiculous now.
Chris Pratt's got an agenda. He doesn't want you to sleep till Brooklyn.
No, sleep till Brooklyn.
Honestly, I think they chose it because he's been getting no sleep doing all these movies.
Dead ass. Another, but the soundtrack in 3 is good. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it is a good soundtrack. I do like the choice cuts in there. In Meantime by Space Hog. Oh, that's a banger, dude. That's a banger song.
All I can say is the baby raccoons broke my heart to fucking pieces.
Yeah, like I think we said that last week too. If you're like really not into animal cruelty, this movie is pretty heavy.
Just him putting all the baby raccoons on himself at the end. I'm like,
I'll be real. This movie took a lot out of me to just stop it at tearing up. I did not cry. I teared up. I welled up. Yeah. And you know what? The parts that got me through it were definitely the flashbacks. They brought smiles to my face.
True.
Oh, the parts where they're in the cage and they're all like
having fun.
Yeah, they're just
dude.
Yeah.
It was when everything was all the joy was ripped away, and I was like, yes, excellent, great backstory.
When the joy was ripped away, dude, it broke me. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh no, I'm gonna say something controversial and fucked up.
Oh.
I was so relieved when they finally killed Floor because her screaming was annoying me.
Why'd you have to say that? I'll be real. Like initially, I was like, why is she still like repeating herself? But then like it made sense to me after like a certain while. I was like, oh wait, that's just her.
She's just freaking the fuck out.
I'm just glad that everyone just kind of let her go, do her thing.
Yeah.
And it's only until like a couple seconds after that I was like, oh, I'm sad now.
Yeah. Floor Chief Rocket, go now.
Yep.
It was sad.
It was really sad.
Oh my god, dude.
Dude, that shit was more annoying than the fucking what was it? The Rogue One alarm.
That was kind of annoying. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I was so glad when it finally stopped.
It's on the Death Star in every Star Wars movie.
Just hearing Jar Jar Binks yell.
But I do think
go,
Guardians is great. It's one of the best Marvel movies to come out after Endgame.
I honestly think it might be one of the best. It might be one of the best finishers to a Marvel trilogy there's been.
Yep. I was gonna say, like, I think I said it in chat, but I was just like, hey, look, I don't think any of the Guardian movies are like S tier per se, but they're all consistently A tier, which means they're a godlike trilogy to me.
I don't know. I think you could. I think there's an argument for them being S tier.
They could be. I'm not going to disagree and tell you no. I'm just saying, like, they're all consistent. Like, I don't rank them any lower than each other, or I don't rank them any higher. They're all one perfect trilogy together.
I would put 3 definitely above the other 2.
I would
really.
I think I share that sentiment too.
I don't think I would. I put 2. 2's
1 and 2 are very close to each other. I couldn't tell you which one was better, but I'd put 3 hand over fist above the first 2.
I think that 1 has the legacy of really starting and making a lot of Marvel fans. I feel like I feel like Guardians opened a lot of people up to it because it was different and it was very funny.
Mm.
And then there was and everyone loves a band of misfits.
Yeah.
And on top of that, great actors, great humor. The effects were amazing, and they've kept that up consistently each time. They keep ramping it up, and I think that 2 is also really good. And I do think that, like what Gabe said, I do think 3 really does make itself stand out above the rest.
But we're all in agreement that Thor had the worst trilogy.
Oh,
that's because the last movie of his trilogy was the absolute best one.
I also say that Dark World also like just set it in stone.
Yeah.
Oh no, Dark World wasn't a Thor movie.
It wasn't a Thor movie. You know, Thor was just a cameo in there. You know, it was about the Dark Elves. That was it.
I've said this before. It's a Thor movie only after they had completely changed Thor's character.
Yeah, pretty much. I was gonna say Ragnarok is the best Thor movie, though.
It is.
No, it is. Yeah, it's great.
Ragnarok is the best.
I think Love and Thunder tried to ride a little too high on Ragnarok.
I think so. Yeah.
I put that one as second best.
I still love that one.
No,
but Ragnarok's great.
Not.
For me, it goes 2, 3, 1.
In that order of like how much you like them.
Yeah.
You like?
What about 4?
You like 2 more than Ragnarok?
There's only 3.
Oh yeah, he's discounting. Yeah.
Okay.
So Ragnarok's the 2. Ragnarok's the 2.
Talking about the original Thor trilogy.
I was like, wait a minute.
Hey, you got to reply to the logic.
There's the original trilogy, and then there's the real trilogy.
If this equals that, then that equals that.
It's like because I say
I know spreadsheets.
The Captain America trilogy didn't so much end as much branch off into the Avengers.
Pretty much.
And then
you had 1. You had 1 and 2.
Are you not counting the original or Civil War, dog? Because you're freaking me out.
Civil War. It said Captain America, but it wasn't a Captain America movie. It was an Avengers movie.
It really
Loki
was.
Loki really was.
And then there's the whole.
This is good.
Here's the thing: everyone loves the Iron Man movies, but we cannot deny it is a flawed trilogy.
Yeah.
Flawed trilogy. 2 is not exactly the best, but it's nostalgic.
Yeah. Scene with War Machine and Iron Man back to back. That was sick.
All right.
That was cool.
The end of the movie, but yeah, it's there.
It was cool. It was a trash movie, but the third one was even worse.
For the few scenes, everyone will go back and watch it too.
I don't know if the third one's worse.
I put the third one as the worst Iron Man.
The first Iron Man is top tier as hell. That's an S tier movie.
First Iron Man's really solid.
Yeah, I'm not touching that. But 2 is definitely not as good, although it's nostalgic, right?
3 was alright.
3 is fine. I don't like the villain. I don't like the fake Mandarin.
Yeah.
The bait and switch.
Yeah, I don't really like that.
You get the real Mandarin.
I don't mind the bait and switch. I mind that there's a lot going on, but it just didn't feel very entertaining. Like, cool, we got incredible character development from Tony, which was awesome. We got introduced to the little boy who was there when he died. Awesome. But we did nothing with the kid.
Not really, yeah.
And we really didn't.
He could have been We gave it to Peter. Anyway,
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
we gave it to Peter, and then what's it called? Wakanda Forever gave us Ironheart in a not so fun way.
Which I didn't. It wasn't the best way, but I don't think it was bad either.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't
Sanity.
bad. It wasn't the best way.
Yeah.
But
Like,
There could have been a better way. But anyway, yeah.
Gabe, since you're here and you haven't been on the podcast in a while, Gabe, favorite Phase 4 movie, go. That's everything before Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
Wait, Quantumania is the Phase 5?
Yes.
yeah, Phase 5.
Wild.
I know, right?
What a way
I
to
can't
start
even
it.
think of the movies.
Here, I'll bring up a list for you.
Appreciated.
For instance, my favorite was Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
That honestly, I don't think that was my favorite one.
I'm an unapologetic Sam Raimi fan.
That's fair.
Keep that in mind when I say that, because like every time we were watching that movie, I just kept tapping my wife's shoulder and I was like, "Yo, that's an
All right.
Evil Dead reference."
All right. Here we are. Okay, so
Can't you
these
see
are the
that?
Marvel phase-
See that?
These are the
Okay, I found it. So it's Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Thor, and Black Panther.
I think for me, Spider-Man's the one. That was just
it's for me,
crazy.
it's between Spider-Man and Shang-Chi.
That's also
So
Shang-Chi's
Shang-Chi is my second favorite MC or Phase 4 movie.
They even,
Spider-Man's
All
my
right.
third.
they even referenced the Mandarin.
So I fucked up. I haven't seen Black Widow yet. Still,
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
look,
It's fine.
just because it's okay doesn't mean that I can skip it.
That's fair. Have you seen Hawkeye?
I have not seen Hawkeye. I haven't
Okay.
seen the shows really.
Okay,
Really?
the
You didn't see
show. So without
I saw What
watching
If,
Black
and that
Widow,
was
Hawkeye
it.
would make sense.
Really?
Okay.
You didn't watch Miss Marvel or She-Hulk or Moon Knight?
I didn't watch
Oh.
Shield. I only watched a handful of episodes of Moon Knight.
Shield's not canon anymore.
Is it
Okay.
not? Oh, wow.
And then I saw What If
What if?
and the other show that they had. There's another Marvel show.
Loki,
I think
I watched Loki. Was there another one?
Miss Marvel.
Not Miss Marvel.
You probably
She-Hulk?
watched, or we'd bring WandaVision into this.
I am
WandaVision, that's it.
WandaVision's the Phase 4 shows.
Yeah. So I saw WandaVision, What If,
the Guardians Holidays.
and that was
The
about it.
Guardians Holidays special.
Guardians
not
Holidays
see the
considered
holidays
Phase
thing.
4 apparently.
Dude, that special was hilarious.
That special
Yeah.
was hilarious, and it's funny that you need it for Volume 3. Like that was super funny when they referenced that.
I know. But I was surprised they did that. I was like, oh shit, it actually is a part of it.
It really was canon. I was like, wow, that gives me hope, because Werewolf by Midnight was really good. Like, I'm talking top tier as hell Marvel like short movie.
All right. So I want to say No Way Home,
Okay.
but I can't
Why? Because you haven't seen it.
because that was pure nostalgia that made it so great in my head.
Oh,
That's so I have the same sentiment as you. I was gonna say No Way Home, but then I was
It was
like,
good. Like, it was undoubtedly good, but the thing that pushed it over the top was just seeing all the Spider-Men together.
yeah.
exactly.
Right? That's what made it so good.
But pandering does not make a good movie.
That's fair by itself.
Look at the Flash. No, I'm kidding. Continue, please.
Look at the Mario movie. I will rate it 9 out of 10 because it was pandering. It wasn't a good movie, so it doesn't get 10 out of 10.
I've heard
No, that's a 10 out of 10 movie, dog. Sorry.
Look, normally I'd give that movie a 6, but it pandered perfectly, so I give it a 9.
I was saying when that movie came out that I was like, yeah, I understand the critic reviews. But
Yeah,
guess what, dog? I'm an unapologetic Mario fan. That movie was 10 out of 10 to me.
Dude, I'm a big Nintendo Mario fan too. But I have to have some I gotta have some credibility. 9 out of 10.
I don't give it to me.
I watched it. Let's rate it 1 through 10.
Yeah. Anyway, so Spider-Man, it touched my heart the most. That one is my spiritual fucking 10 out of 10 Phase 4.
But what's your number one then? Your real one.
I will give my number one after I give you my favorite scene. This movie had the best scene in all of Phase 4. And it was Eternals when Pixie got hit with the fucking rock.
Here's the thing. Eternals It wasn't. It also wasn't bad. It wasn't the best.
Oh
but
my god!
it wasn't bad.
It wasn't. I thought it was better than Black Widow, so there's that.
For sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, like
Eternals is definitely a middle of the road movie.
yeah,
And my favorite, I agree with Phil. It was Doctor Strange.
Ooh.
Really?
You know,
Damn
that's
Yeah.
movie.
just generally just good.
It's generally
Yeah.
just good.
It had a very captivating story and fucking phenomenal, truly outstanding visuals the entire way through.
I don't deny that at all. I'm just like,
Thank you,
With-
thank you, Sam Raimi, and the practical effects.
for me,
With moderately memorable characters.
Moderately, yeah.
Yeah,
And it had Splatoon World, which I appreciate.
Yeah, the paint world.
how dare you? It had fucking Bruce Campbell himself, dog. The cameo was great.
like there's a lot of
The Papa Pizza, I was like, Jesus Christ, they would give him a cameo like that.
It's definitely good. It's definitely good. It's definitely a good movie. Just I don't think it was my favorite per se.
I still gotta give credit where credit's due for that one. That's really
Oh, that's
good.
what I'm saying. I'm giving it credit, saying it's a good movie. I just don't know if it was my favorite.
I still need to watch Evil Dead Rise now that we talk about these.
Like yeah, like I said, for me it's probably a toss between either Spider-Man or Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi was really good.
It's
Like
true.
I think Shang-Chi
Shang-Chi was real, yeah.
Shang-Chi deserves the credit. 'Cause it
I
was
love the
really
I love the kung fu action scenes in that movie, dude.
Mhm.
Like they felt like watching some of the older movies.
dude, just
It's
The only
crazy.
problem that I had
the
with
ending action.
Shang-Chi,
Oh my god.
yeah.
Your-
So the
your
only problem
mic
that
is
I had
very
with
low,
Shang-Chi,
Mark, so
The ending action sequences. Oh my god.
oh my god,
thank you.
he does have a voice.
It's like you saw him in the middle of the fight using the rings like fucking like monkey bars. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's
True.
That's racist.
It's good
Wait,
acting that game.
wait.
That's the only way to reply.
Really, really.
Can I
is.
say my
He said it's good to have you back.
I think my favorite bit about Shang-Chi was obviously the fighting scenes, but there was that scene where they are at the side of the building and they were trying to escape, and then like the girl companion character almost like falls up, and she gives this like
Aquafina.
so realistic guttural like cry for like oh and I was like,
I was gonna say
she's sold.
That's the one
sold.
thing that like that's the one thing that makes Shang-Chi not my favorite out of the series. It's that Aquafina stole the entire movie.
You're not wrong. Aquafina was very much present. Like she's always present.
Yeah.
It like she did the fucking what's it called? She did the Nickelodeon live action thing, which is the fucking friend will steal the show always.
However, I do
Never
think
heard of that, but you're not wrong.
it's like
That's good.
But that's the thing. Like I think that it's hard for me to decide what my favorite is. But I can at least say it's between Spider-Man and Shang-Chi. Because both did really fucking cool scenes, and they both had really good stories.
Mhm.
And it's very hard to pick, because normally when it comes to these phases, it's usually pretty hard to pick because for a long time the quality has always been exceptional. It's like
Well, not just that, it's been with characters that everybody knows and loves.
yeah, and in this with this one, in this phase, there's still have been characters everyone knows and loves, but it's also been, I would say, Phase 4 is majority shows, though, isn't it now?
Bitch, who? I ain't never heard of Shang-Chi or the Eternals.
That's true.
No, what I'm saying is Phase 4 is majority shows, isn't it?
It's a lot of shows.
It's a lot of shows.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, and it's like
WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, What If, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, and She-Hulk.
yeah.
I
And in this phase, they were also introducing a lot of new characters because they need to start fresh because they should finish the Avengers saga.
Mm.
yeah.
And so naturally, this phase is just starting, and it's gonna need to get some build up. So I think Phase 5 might be able to build upon that.
Yeah. Wow, we went on a tangent with Marvel. That was funny. Oh,
I'm good at that.
As it
no,
is.
that's great.
As it
That's
must
great.
be.
It's been a while.
Marvel is also trying to. I do like what Marvel did because they did the same thing with the Guardians. They made the Guardians characters that nobody knew suddenly became like everybody's favorites. It's like they're doing the
They
same
should have.
thing with-
Stop talking about me like that, all right?
No, dude, they're doing stuff with they're doing that with others. Like take for example, like at the end of Eternals, the Black Knight. We had no idea who he is, and then we looked him up. Like, oh, this dude sounds fucking cool.
Wait till Blade.
Ooh.
I know.
I was gonna say.
Oh, what?
Perfect then, Mark. Everybody, what's your favorite Phase 1 movie?
Phase 1.
Oh,
Oh.
I gotta look up the list.
Yes.
Yeah, so do I.
Actually,
It's everything. It's everything up to Avengers 1.
everything to
look,
Avengers
man, you don't help me. There's been a lot of movies.
Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, The Incredible Hulk, Captain America, The
Oh
First
god, it is
Soldier,
really
Oh,
included.
it's gotta be the
Thor.
Oh, so we had 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
gotta be the Avengers. It has to be the Avengers.
it's Avengers, dude. It
I
really
think
is the
ultimately,
Avengers.
yeah. Like maybe Iron Man, but like, yeah.
Iron Man.
Iron Man is really good too. That's a good pick.
Iron Man beats out all of them.
And no, that's fair. That's
No, Avengers is top tier, dude. Avengers
Avengers
1
was good.
is top tier.
Avengers was good, but Avengers did not have me cheering in the theater.
Oh, right.
All right, that's fair. I can't argue that. What's your favorite Phase 2 movie then?
Phase 2 is Iron Man 3, Thor: Dark World, Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, Ant-Man, and the Avengers: Age of Ultron. And I'm gonna say Guardians.
I'm gonna say Guardians as well.
Winter Soldier.
I'll
Yeah.
give it Guardians.
Yeah. Oh, you said Winter Soldier, Justin? That's also the top tier answer there. That's good.
Well, they're both great.
They're both great.
Yeah, Winter Soldier was like really close for me, but I just really like Guardians.
And if we want to talk
That's
about
fair.
Phase 3, I believe that's Civil War, Doctor Strange, Guardians 2, Ragnarok,
Oh god damn it.
Black
All right.
Panther.
So Phase 3 is Civil War, Doctor Strange, Guardians 2, Homecoming, Ragnarok, Black Panther, Infinity War, Ant-Man and Wasp, Captain Marvel, Endgame, and Far From Home.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh
Now
my
that
god.
is a hard choice.
That's a hard choice, but it's easy for me because it's Ragnarok, baby.
I was
That's
gonna
it's not a hard choice at all because Ragnarok was top tier as fuck.
No, see, what makes it hard is because it's like so many bangers in Phase 3.
Those are bangers. A lot of those are bangers, but Thor Ragnarok, that's a top tier Marvel movie in
It's
general.
also got to compete with like
everything has to
Infinity War
compete
and
against Endgame.
Infinity War would have been my second for sure. Endgame, I love Endgame. I love the way it ends, like that
It's-
whole thing.
Dude, it's absolutely just the amalgamation of everything. I think that just makes it so fucking good.
Yes, but I wish they had continued certain plot points that were in Infinity War.
I think. Oh fuck! I think I'm gonna put Infinity War over Ragnarok.
Hell no.
I'm not even mad about that.
Damn, I
That's
even
good.
heard that in the back. Like
Yeah, or then like someone said, "Hey,
Ragnarok is better.
oh shit," he says no, Ragnarok's better.
That's because the man has class.
He said, "Big monster."
Oh yeah, the
Meet my
fact that Bruce literally falls off of the ship and
Meet
like
my
falls flat.
Oh yeah, he just dies.
The dog's like,
Oh,
what the hell?
Yeah.
these are my friends, Des and Troy. Together they destroy.
Yeah, I
Ragnarok
think I will
is
give it to
definitely-
Ragnarok after all.
Ragnarok, I'll say this: Ragnarok is fighting for top spot. It's hard.
It's very hard, but Ragnarok is my favorite Marvel movie in general. So
Yeah, Ragnarok is so
Mm.
The immigrant song.
oh yeah, dude, when they played Led Zeppelin, I was like, this is hardcore.
Ragnarok, baby. Okay.
The fuck did he say?
My brother talking to my niece.
Oh god.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, good shit.
But like, so
I grabbed the snake to admire, and then he's like, "Ah, it's me," and stabbed me. We were 8.
What about favorite
Get
Phase
help.
4 show?
Phase 4 show.
Ooh.
I can tell you Judy's definitive favorite. 'Cause she keeps asking me when are we getting the next season? Because she's always asking about Loki.
About
Loki.
Loki?
Okay, I think
Ooh.
most women are gonna say Loki.
Well, I will say this: I do think was really good. It was very interesting.
But
I'm trying to think about mine.
Like,
I'm gonna go with What If.
what if?
What if good? Yeah.
I didn't.
I
watch all
can't
of
say
it.
What If because I actually did not enjoy like a lot of the episodes in What If. I think
didn't-
What
I
If
haven't really seen it personally.
starts
I didn't
getting
get around to watching it.
really good after episode 4. Like the Doctor Strange episode was
Oh, the evil Doctor Strange.
top tier.
Doctor-
Hell,
Doctor Strange was a good episode.
that was a
um,
top tier episode.
Like the thing that got me like put What If over everything was what I thought was originally just an anthology series. Ended
Became
up
a
actually
whole
being a
narrative
thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That was
in
sick.
the Doctor Strange movie.
I might have to follow that up too. And I think WandaVision goes like below that just because I love the mystery behind that. But the last episode was kind of like, sure.
I'm torn.
Really good, though.
I'm torn because I really like WandaVision. I really like Loki.
Oh, those were probably the two strongest, I think. In terms of like the big hitters, those were definitely the big hitters.
I don't know, man.
I think
With
I'm gonna
Loki,
go.
I just can't get over who's his name looking like the rat dog.
Rat dog?
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
I think he's talking about Owen Wilson.
No, not Owen Wilson. I'm talking about who's the other guy, Loki.
Loki.
Oh my god.
Which
Steffi is shaking and crying. Right
He just like was playing Breath of the Wild. Oh, she's playing Tears of the Kingdom right now. She was just like, "What the hell was that?"
oh, what the
she gets the
whatever.
anime sneeze. She gets the anime sneeze.
Sevi knows what I'm on about.
Dude,
She
She'll
tried
probably
to
agree.
fight it, but she knows it's true.
I don't know about y'all. If there's one thing I remember about Steffi from Loki, it's when she thought he died again, and she said it's that thing of like Jesse Pinkman when the explosion, like, oh. I never forget that. That
I
just still
think-
makes me laugh.
Man, the reason I like those two shows a lot is there's a lot of mystery to them, like up until the end, and I really.
Yeah, the mystery part really just kind of like adds another layer of like entertainment or just engagement. You're just like hypothesizing like what's happening. Like maybe this is
I'm gonna
happening.
make
Isn't it Loki?
a biased answer because I always do, and it's gonna be WandaVision.
Look, if you guys didn't know what I was talking about, I sent it in the fucking mess in the chat.
Yeah, Judy says her favorite was Loki.
That's fair. That's fair.
Makes sense.
Oh,
I wonder what happens to the other Vision.
Which one?
I think we're gonna find out in Thunderbolt.
The White Vision, the
Yeah.
one that like infiltrates inside, and then like makes contact with
Oh.
Vision. And then they join hands, and essentially it's transferring like information from the Mind Stone over to the other.
We're supposed
guy.
to find out in either Thunderbolts or oh god, there was
Thunderbolts
another
should be
project that he
interesting.
could be in. I'm trying to.
Oh, you know, he's just hanging out with Moon Knight. They got the same shit.
Yeah.
Captain America.
Yeah.
New Captain America, New World Order.
Oh yeah. Okay. It's kind of sad when we know about like Doctor Strange's ending, how like one just gets got.
Don't remind me.
I mean,
You hurt my feelings.
it's cool that she like turns villain, in a way.
But was she though?
Yes,
Yeah, a little bit. But
she began killing the innocent. Some villain behavior there.
So-
some very unhealthy behavior.
a villain? It's debatable. A baddie? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
She replied so fast.
That was so fast.
She had the picture and everything for it.
Flash can't even do this numbers.
I'm telling you. She heard you, dog.
She's keen to all fucking that guy slander. I don't even remember his name.
Mr. Hilson.
Yeah,
Tom
Tom Hiddleston. She's so quick to slander on him.
Oh my god. Real quick. Before we keep going on this conversation, we still have the PlayStation showcase to talk about.
Oh yeah. So,
but do you want to do pickups first?
Oh, yes.
Just get them out of the way.
Yeah, I got two of them right here. We got Theater Rhythm. You might have recognized that from like Final Bar Line, by the way, from the last time Phil brought that one up, and Proteus for the Switch.
Goddamn, Proteus is so good, dude.
I remember we were talking about that, and like that's something you could definitely play on Game Pass and recommended. But I didn't know like I'd see a physical for Switch showing up.
I have been trying to keep track of it. I didn't actually realize it released, so that makes me sad. But it was a $30 release, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's good.
It's not bad, not bad.
Proteus is really good. If you like boomer shooters like Doom or Quake or Dusk, that's me. Hi. Yeah. Proteus is really good. I've been playing it on Game Pass. So it's very
Phil,
good.
you're like me. I'm people.
Yeah.
It's me. I'm people.
Hi, I'm a big Doom fan. You'll see in a minute.
Wait, what do you mean?
So I have 4 pickups.
There was more than 64?
No. Not another version of 64, no.
I was gonna say like,
but I have 4 pickups. They're from limited run. One of this is really funny. I'm gonna start with that one. And
I just remembered.
Don't laugh. Don't laugh. It's a really random ass pickup, but I got Bill and Ted's Excellent Retro Collection.
What the what?
Yeah, you heard me right, folks.
Bill and Ted.
Excellent collection.
It's a retro collection that features the Bill and Ted game on the NES, which is garbage, but it also features the Game Boy game, which is actually a hidden gem. It's pretty good.
I'm sorry.
It's like a puzzle game. Yeah, it was a really weird release from them, and I was like, "There's no way."
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way,
myself.
Who the fuck goes out of their way to make a Bill and Ted physical copy?
Look, man, sometimes you got to be the guy.
Exactly. Another one I got is Jamestown Plus.
Oh, I've seen that before.
So this is a vertical shoot 'em up. Bullet hell.
Are you fighting Indians in Jamestown?
No. I believe you're fighting the British.
Have you ever been to Jamestown?
Oh, get this. So apparently, I'm reading the back real quick. You're fighting on a 17th century British colonial Mars.
Oh.
You're in space, but in
that sounds nowhere near Jamestown.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a little far removed.
But it's a vertical shoot 'em up bullet hell style game with 4 players.
Has anyone besides me who actually lives here been to Jamestown?
No.
No.
Next game I have is Night in the Woods.
Oh yeah. That's
This is I've been waiting for this for a long time. They announced it 3 years ago, and they finally did it.
Like a physical copy?
Yeah.
A prequel called Morty in the Woods?
No. It's a
going into the woods.
It's a really interesting game. It deals with like anxiety, and it deals with like depression and like social like separation from people. It's a really interesting game. I've always wanted to play it. Everybody's been recommending this game to me, and I was like, I want a physical copy of it. I want to buy it digitally.
Fair.
And I got it.
That's nice.
And then my big boy one. And I know what you're gonna say, Mark. Another one, and that's fine. That's okay. This is an actual miracle that this even got a physical copy on the console, because it got canceled back in the day. They had promised one. It was gonna come out, and then a month before release, they canceled the physical copies because they were too lazy to put it on bigger carts. They finally did it. Thank you, Limited Run, for this one. Because now the prophecy's been fulfilled. Doom Eternal, baby, on the Switch.
On the Switch, bruh.
Did they actually not have a physical copy?
Nope.
Did not have a physical copy at the time.
It was gonna get one like a normal release, and then the month before they canceled. The game is about 20 gigs or something like that on the Switch.
Something huge.
It's very big for a Switch game, and then because of that, it takes up a lot of memory on your on the SD card, on the actual card itself. The highest at the time that cards went was 32 gigs. And that was like a premium price. So they didn't want to lose cost for making them. So Bethesda canceled the physical copies. Nowadays, the highest it can go is 64 gigs. So Limited Run was the one that was able to put this out. I will say this. It doesn't have the DLC, even though it's late into its release.
Yeah.
So you still had to get the Ancient Gods Part 1 and 2 separately. But I got that on a QuakeCon sale for like $7.
Bruh.
So all I did was just get this and have that. There you go. I got everything. You do have to download the DLC. So this version that's on cart is up until everything before DLC. So it's another additional 15 gigs you got to download still, even with the cart.
Oof. That's tough.
So it's a pretty hefty boy, but it plays pretty damn smooth. Actually, get this, it plays better than Doom 2016 on Switch.
Bro, how?
Yeah.
Bro, wow.
You know how like Tears of the Kingdom feels more stable than Breath of the Wild at certain times?
Right. And figured
That's
that's
what
just
this
because.
feels like.
Okay.
It's just they learned a lot more to optimize with this. Like Panic Switch, is that their name? Panic Button.
Panic Button, yeah.
Panic Button are porting gods. Like there's no way this should run on Switch, and it does.
That's impressive.
Does it look pretty?
No.
Not particularly.
Say no.
No.
But is it playable?
No, not really.
Absolutely.
All the port needs to be is it still Doom Eternal?
A villain?
Does it still play
Maybe.
like Doom Eternal?
Say
Then you're good. Then it's a good game. In my book. As long as it still looks and plays like Doom Eternal, is Doom Eternal. I was testing out the first level the other day, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty damn smooth. I was playing it on my OLED screen, so I was like, yo, this is kind of crazy that I'm walking around with Doom Eternal portably. So very, very much happy to have this. This does mean I now own all of the mainline Doom games on Switch. That's great.
Nice.
One my number 3 favorite series, so I'm very happy. And that's it.
What's number 2?
Zelda.
Oh, fair. Because we aren't. I know number 1. I was like, wait, there's number 2.
Yeah. Everyone knows my number 1 dog. It's Senran Kagura.
Oh, you know what? You had me at Sen. I was like,
everyone was like, That's good. No, it's Super Mario, mainline Super Mario, not Mario overall, because that would be a little too crazy. I don't know if I consider like a lot of the sports games top tier, or you know what I mean. But like the mainline platform and Super Mario games, that's my number 1 favorite series.
Mm-hmm.
Over the years, Doom has become like my 3rd favorite series. So.
oh, just FYI, the sound in the background that's on Gabe's mic.
Oh yeah,
It is.
Yeah.
It's not me.
Yeah, the overlay just doesn't really show whose like audio is being picked up.
yeah. But yeah, those are good pickups. Those are good pickups. You got the good one. You got Proteus. That's a damn good one.
I have not kept track with Best Buy's like stock of like limited run / whatever like games. So I just was there to pick something else up, and I was like, oh, let's just do some window shopping and see what's there. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, Doom Eternal is probably my favorite pickup, but yeah,
That's super nice.
it's a good one. But yeah, let's see, PlayStation.
Yes. So we got an announcement for that one. That's coming out on the either 23rd or 24th of this month. I have it written on. I have it on notes here. Let me give it a second. It's
Wednesday, right?
the 24th. Yeah.
Yeah, at 1. So I'm gonna miss the first 30 minutes because I'll be at work.
Oh yeah. Is it a weekday? Damn.
It's a weekday. It's a weekday. I'll miss the first 30 minutes, but as soon as I get out, I'm just gonna have it going.
That's fair.
It's about an hour long, is what they're saying.
And they're featuring just like the mainline like first parties and whatnot.
I
I think they might.
It says,
they have some. other ones.
concentration on showcasing PS5, PSVR 2 games.
Okay, just generally speaking. Okay.
So both, and then they're doing indies as well. They said
Oh.
showcasing first party, third party, and indies.
Okay.
So I'm ready. I think we'll definitely see Spider-Man 2 there for sure.
Maybe Pragmata will show up.
I was just saying that yesterday. I think Pragmata's got a chance finally. That game is supposed to come out this year, no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had to delay it for any notice until this year.
Yeah. And I was gonna say after Street Fighter 6, there really isn't anything else they have cooking, so it's gotta be Pragmata. Oh, Primex, what is it? Primordial XO? I don't know what it's called.
Exo Primal?
Exo Primal.
The Capcom one. Okay.
Yeah, the one I'm not gonna touch. Because they said Exo Primal and then they screwed me because I thought it was Dino Crisis.
It's on Game Pass though, so you don't have to spend extra for that.
You
can
know
try
what?
it out.
That's fair. At least I can try it out. That's true. But yeah. But Pragmata sounds interesting if it looks good. We'll see.
Nice.
You know, Capcom's been on a roll recently. They're considered like a top tier third party now, after a long streak of not being a top tier third party. I mean, what was it? Mega Man Network, Battle Network, Legacy Collection sold like over 1 million.
Yeah, and it's still kind of difficult to find physicals because they weren't anticipating it.
Crazy, dude.
Shouts to that PR. They're doing great.
That's crazy. A RPG Mega Man series sold that much. That's kind of wild.
Let's go. It had the potential. Always has.
Yep. So I will see. We'll see what's going to be there next week. Because honestly, when it comes to first party Sony, it's really just a matter of what are the studios working on. Because we really only know about Spider-Man 2. I don't think they're going to show Wolverine.
No,
that's not going to be there.
No way. Please.
They're not going to. The game is still too early, and I believe Insomniacs wants to finish Spider-Man 2 first.
That's fair.
The Xbox leaks got me excited. They're probably not true, but if it was true, I was gonna say.
Oh, we can talk about that as well.
We can talk about that right after. Yeah.
Okay.
Mainly because of one title in particular.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think Wolverine will be there. But the problem, other than Spider-Man 2, what first party is there announced?
I'm not sure.
A lot of their first parties have either released or they haven't made a damn game of their other first parties, and God knows how long. Who knows?
Yeah, because honestly, it's a really matter of like, what are the studios working on? Because Guerrilla just finished up the Horizon
Burning Shores
DLC.
Yeah,
they just finished up Burning Shores.
So
I highly doubt they're ready to announce the next game.
God of War 2 is still fresh.
God of Ragnarok is still fresh. I don't think Sony Santa Monica is ready to announce their game.
Yeah, they're just cooking.
I think, don't get me wrong, I don't think it will happen, but if it does, please prove me wrong. Naughty Dog's ready to announce their next game. You know what? The Last of Us multiplayer. That's what it is.
Yeah, factions.
Yeah, I mean I don't really care, but sure. Well, we can see there.
I think it could be one of those things where it's like, oh, here's something solid for factions, and here's a little snippet of what
God, dude, if they tease part 3, I might scream.
Would you? Actually, I don't know if they have any talks about part 3. A lot of people talking about it, a potential of it, but not. I mean, actual.
With the show's success right now, I would. If I was Naughty Dog, I'd be like,
sure.
Hey, part 3's coming.
I'd probably hop on that too.
It's actually the return of Jack and Dexter.
Don't.
Christoph, somewhere right now, Christoph just went.
He's like, back to Apex.
Please don't do that to me, dude. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't
do that. Don't give me hope.
Don't give me hope.
Don't what? Don't give me hope.
Don't give me hope, dude. If you tell me Jack and Daxter, don't give me hope.
They really do need to utilize those ones.
Same thing with like Sly Cooper. Don't give me hope.
Oh,
dude, you kidding me? If I had a PlayStation, I would absolutely have the collection.
Oh man, it's good. Also,
I
always say this, but Thieves in Time is also really good. So.
Yeah, I never got a chance to play it.
I've
played Sly 1 and 2. I never got a chance to play 3 or.
Oh.
Well, you played the best ones, for sure.
Yeah, I beat 1 and 2.
I'm a fan of 2. 2 is really damn good.
Sly Cooper was Assassin's Creed before Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, pretty much. Sly Band of Thieves is oh my god, dude. Sly 2 is top.
It's no wonder to me why I liked Assassin's Creed after my first platforming game that I ever beat was Sly Cooper.
It's really funny to see Sly 2, right? Because that is Sucker Punch's first instance of an open world game before they jumped to Infamous.
which again, another very big PlayStation game
series. But again, I would love to see if Sucker Punch is working on another game, because what was after Infamous? Ghost of Tsushima, another big first open world game. Like
they've already confirmed there's 2's not going to be there.
Yeah, that's a rumor, but
I was gonna say,
okay, just because Ghost of Tsushima 2 won't be there.
I think the studio came out and pretty much just said, yeah, don't expect Ghost of Tsushima.
That's fair on that part.
But what if it's something else?
I'm trying to think of what else Sucker Punch would be working on.
That's the thing. I actually don't care what they're working on. I just want to see something from Sucker Punch.
That's true.
Like, if I forgot that we're in this season finally, that we're get to talk about these companies, and we're in full E3 but not E3 mode.
Yeah.
And of course,
the spirit's there.
Yeah.
And of course, I mean, like, I remember last year they said something about no Infamous or Sly Cooper games were under development.
Yeah. So if Sucker Punch is making another game right now, it's definitely something new, and that's cool. I'm cool with that. I would love to see Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is a top tier PlayStation studio, so very much looking forward to seeing what they have next. And same with Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog is my favorite PlayStation studio, so it is a matter of seeing what they have next. And I want to see them make their big PS5 entrance. Like,
that's
we haven't
gotten
a real big PS5 game from them. We've gotten a remake and a remaster, and that's it. Both handled by Naughty Dog for sure, but they were not they're not like Uncharted 4 again and Last of Us Part 1 again.
Yeah. No, I think about it. Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima is also like both there.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I didn't think about that. We'll probably see Death Stranding too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, think Kojima Productions got anything else?
Yeah, Kojima Productions got Death Stranding too. I totally forgot about that.
That'd be sick. I'd like to see something.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Because right now, like, they got the visuals down, like, but it's like, what's different?
What are PlayStation Studios? Do you think we'll see is it Asobo? The team who did Astrobot? Do you think we'll see it? I would love if they showed a full-fledged Astrobot game. That'd be so fucking crazy.
Listen, if they just...
here's the thing. They had the chance with the start of 5. I feel like if they didn't do it then, why do it now?
Well, wait, what do you mean? Like, you're talking about the Astrobot's Playroom?
Yeah.
Because I think that was just like a game to throw in with the PS5.
If I'm not mistaken, Astrobot was also released at it was like one of the big things of PlayStation 4, wasn't it?
It was a PSVR game.
Yeah, it was like one of the things they used to actually like show it off.
Yeah, it was the in my opinion, it's the killer app for the PS4, PSVR. It's the Astrobot Rescue Mission.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
it's a damn good game.
It just seems like they like to use Astrobot more as a thing to show off tech.
Sure.
They could also use it as PSVR 2's like big thing.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. A VR2 game? Holy shit.
And it also will include the haptics, of course.
But before we go into other studios, there is the big rumor, right? So people got this leak right.
Rumor has it?
Which means if this leak is right, that means what's in it should be correct too. And that's that Konami is going to have a big presence.
Oh.
Konami. Yeah, I'm talking that company that everybody likes to shit on now. Me too. Me included. But
the same.
But supposedly
Rare dubs.
There's going to be this, and take this with a grain of salt when I say these, because I don't want people to think, oh man, it's going to happen, and it's not there. More news on Silent Hill 2 remake.
Oh.
Which, thank you. We need the news.
That's okay.
A new Castlevania announcement.
Huh?
Possible.
Huh?
And a Metal Gear Solid related announcement.
Or Metal Gear Rising.
I don't think it's Rising. I think it's a remake of Metal Gear Solid 1.
I would rather a sequel.
I know you would, but I actually would prefer the Metal Gear Solid.
We all know that you want that shitty game, Mark.
There's the man who's never played it.
And stop.
Justin Dick, dude.
I'm here. Don't worry. I'm always listening.
No, I think
I'm in your walls.
I don't know if Konami will actually show up. Konami's definitely not that kind of company anymore. But if they do, I mean, hey, fucking prove me wrong. I think Silent Hill 2 remake.
Pachinko 2.
Oh my fucking god.
I was about to say, like, what if they just like threw in those in like in a digital title?
Pachinko for PSVR 2, baby. Let's
Konami
go.
pachinko machines.
Aren't there probably like huge odds of like Death Stranding 2 showing up?
Yeah,
Oh
Death
yeah,
Stranding
we
2's
were
in
talking
there.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
I started that game because it was free on Epic, and I tried it out. I was like,
Oh, nice.
At the beginning of that game, I'm like, my brain fucking hurts. What the fuck is happening?
Dude,
Yeah.
I bought it on PS4, right? Because I was really I'm a sucker for Kojima games, so like I'll play them no matter what. And I was playing it, and I was just like, dude. And this is when I was working the night shift, so I was just like, every time I play it, I'm all tired. I'm like, I don't think I can play this right now. I'm gonna have to wait a little bit.
Dude, even
And
I initially started it. It did not last long because I was like, bro, this is fucking my brain up right now. Like,
Yeah,
what
I have to play that in short bits, and even then, I didn't get really far. So I have director's cut for PS5 sitting there.
Okay.
I'm gonna definitely play that version and really get to it.
Mhm.
I need to.
Hold on, wait. For which one?
Death Stranding.
Oh, yes. Justin, I don't have the strength to start it a fourth time.
Oh.
Have you
Wait,
actually
a fourth
played
time?
A fourth time.
Yeah.
How did you play a mindfuck like that many times?
No, I didn't get to play it that many times. I did it for the channel,
Mhm.
and then I had my own personal one that I was working on. Then I had one on my computer, which died. So now I have another computer which hasn't started it yet, and I'm like, I want to finish it, but I don't know if I could do the prologue.
I know what I must do if I don't have the strength to do it.
Prologue is-
It's such a slog until you pass the East Coast.
Dude, can I just say the prologue that I haven't gone any further than like just after like he just got done talking to that doctor and like he's got a job for us and everything.
Mhm.
But I was like playing the game. I was like, Kojima, what kind of shrooms were you eating? Because bro, I've followed some complicated and like intense storylines in my day, but holy shit.
Oh no,
Sir.
I'm having no trouble like keeping up with the story. I'm getting it, and it's being unlocked to me more and more as I play.
I get that. I understand if I play more, I'm probably gonna get it. But it's just like he sets the bar so high for everything he's setting up. And I'm like, holy shit, how are you gonna connect all this together?
It's true. It's very. Kojima's a weird man. Let's just say that. His stories are always so interconnected. I mean, for fuck's sake, have you never played the Metal Gear series?
I mean, like, and on top of that, I'll tell you what though, I didn't need to see the baby inside the man, then see inside the baby. I was like, I could have gone the rest of my life without seeing that.
No, yeah, you probably could have, but
No,
it's there.
it's part of the vision. You don't get it.
Yeah,
No, you need to see the baby in the lungs.
yeah. You don't understand the art form, is what it is, Mark. I get it.
You have to consume those
You
pill
need
bugs.
lung baby.
No, it's like, and also the thing is like, I was wondering, I was like, wait, I see the rainfall, but it was like acid rain, and I was like, oh no, time. Oh, it aged. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, that was actually really cool. Yeah,
It's like, what kind of fucking bomb?
it's so interesting. I really need to like play it for myself.
I was like, what kind of bomb went off that sent that kind of thing into the atmosphere that does that? I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Answer.
Like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing what Death Stranding 2 has to offer, but
Yeah.
we are.
From the trailers, Death Stranding 2.
It's rain that goes back in time.
Dude, because here's the thing, Death Stranding 2 from the trailer, it looks much more grounded than 1 does.
Sure, I can see where you're going with that.
It's like 1 starts out very like supernatural. It starts out more like on a supernatural thriller psychological thing, whereas 2 just seems more like a Last of Us action type of thing.
I don't know. They need to. I think they came up with that genre of like the Strands game, so they gotta just like tap on top of that.
And I know Kojima had a lot of criticism because the people say like they say the game's good, but they say at the beginning it struggled because they felt like Kojima was trying to do too much.
Mm.
Like, because they say he was trying to do too many things in one game.
I don't think that it's trying to do too many things. It's just there's a lot of world to build,
Mm-hmm.
Dude, just
and so there's so much exposition to it.
Just from the first
Yeah.
hour I played of it, I could see that because I was like, "Good lord, what has this man created, and how big is this?"
It's about the size of the U.S., give or take a bigger Mississippi.
Yeah.
Considering it takes place in the U.S., yeah.
Yeah. Bridges.
With a bigger Mississippi.
I was like, I looked at the map because I looked at the map. I was like, are we in Virginia?
Did it look familiar?
No, because I looked at the part where the dot. I looked at the part where the dot is on the map, and I was like, I think that's around. It's around Northern Virginia, I think. At least where it looked.
Yeah. Country road. Take me
like-
home.
I was just sitting there. I was like, is that? I was like, I don't know. I couldn't tell you where it would take place because it's all a desolated wasteland now. But I couldn't.
Yeah.
Oh no, I saw a building.
Yeah, I saw a building too, and then they said, "Hey, you see this guy in this body bag? Yeah, he about to go nuclear."
hmm
Oh yeah.
But other than like first party stuff, I don't know what else. Honestly, if my best predictions would be really safe. There's nothing like too crazy. But like, for instance, we'll probably see the next Yakuza game,
Oh yeah. Okay.
which I believe it's called Yakuza: The Man Who Stole My Name.
Whoa, that's a.
No, that is the title. That is the title.
That's quite the
Well,
title.
if you don't know what it means, it's if no one's actually kept up with the series, Kiryu, the main character of the pretty much the whole series, is not in 7 because 6 was supposed to be his final game. He's gonna come back in 8.
Interesting.
And he's pissed off that somebody was him in 7.
No. So there's the game that I'm talking about is supposed to be his storyline of how he gets to 8.
Ah.
Oh, like a prequel sequel?
Kind of like it takes place around like a little bit after 7, but it doesn't. It'll end where 8's gonna start.
Interesting. Okay.
Now, granted, remember that Yakuza is now an RPG series, so this is not an RPG. It's going back to basics,
Okay.
back to the 3D brawling open like world type thing.
Shit, we going back to GTA, boys.
Yeah, and then 8 is going to be an RPG again. So, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I like the Yakuza games. I'm sorry, I keep saying Yakuza.
You mean that
Yeah,
like
they changed, yeah, they changed the name to the actual Japanese title, which is Like a Dragon. I apologize. It's
I
called.
do enjoy the Yakuza series.
Yeah, it is.
Mainly because the Yakuza approves of it.
Yeah,
Because the
It is-
Yakuza approves of
it is now officially called Like a Dragon: The Man Who Stole My Name. That's what it's called.
It even has a sticker on it that says Yakuza approved.
It is. They're like, this is very true to life.
Which, where I'm like, if that's
Nave.
true to life,
yeah,
then
that's
the
like no, that's us.
Yakuza gets into some wacky situations.
But I'm looking forward to the next one. It sounds fun.
I'd like to see. I'd like to hear them talk about that time they saw a bunch of grown men in diapers. See how they
Not that scene.
I'd like to say, oh yeah, this happens in our line of work all the time.
Are there any other
What?
things?
Or
PlayStation?
about them going back to like to crane game stores and then trying to win prizes. I'd like to see them talk about that as well.
Oh, dude, their adventures at the Sega arcades. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. When they get down on Virtual Fighter 5.
That's how Sega approached it.
Other games that could be there. Tekken 8 probably gets a new trailer. Definitely Mortal Kombat 1 will be there. I'm pretty sure. Like the gameplay's got to be there.
It's gonna be at one show. I don't know whose show it's gonna be. It'll be at somebody's show.
It'll be at one of these shows. It'll either be at the Xbox or it'll be at the PlayStation show, but it's got to be somewhere.
It'll be a Nintendo Direct.
Watch it be a Nintendo
I hope
show.
it's nowhere.
It's part of the montage.
What else is there? Oh,
Our Twitch rep will tell us about it.
Our Twitch rep.
Stellar Blade.
Oh yeah, that's. I keep forgetting about that one.
Stellar Blade with the Mark, you're more cultured than I am. What would you say about Stellar Blade?
Oh God.
Let me Google this real quick.
Oh, Mark, careful.
I was gonna say, when you mean say culture, what do you?
Yeah, I heard cultured, and then I heard the name. I'm like, wait a minute.
Right.
2 and 2 are equaling 6 right now.
When he says culture and me, that should say enough.
Yeah, I was like, careful now when you Google
Like,
that.
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
here,
We're mixing
here.
Mark and culture with an anime sounding game.
I mean, here's the thing. I found an image that perfectly describes what he's talking about.
Okay.
He plays it for the plot.
No, see, look here. See, look.
I only remember is just seeing the clip, and I was like, "Sepp, is this your streamer right here?"
Plot.
But Stellar Blade does look good in the action, so there's that.
True.
I don't know if it's the big PS5 exclusive like everyone needs, but it looks good.
Yeah. No, that's pretty accurate.
You see that? Look at Discord, Phil.
Wait, what?
That is pretty much the talks about Stellar Blade.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
I was like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, that game.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, the action for it looks fucking sick.
It does, yeah.
It's
not the only thing.
They just made her look very.
Do you think? No chance, by the way. No chance it's gonna happen. But do you think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth shows up?
Oh, that'd be so crazy, dude.
I think it's unlikely, but I feel like it's not out of the realm of possibility.
Okay, good. That's what I think too. It's unlikely because I think they want to make sure the focus is on 16. But
true.
But I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility.
Nah,
for being
Kingdom
a
Hearts
final,
4?
there's been a lot of them.
Kingdom Hearts 4?
I think that might be at a Square show.
Kingdom Hearts 4?
I'm not sure.
Mark?
I don't know about that.
I think that because here's the thing. They showed off. How long did they show off Kingdom Hearts 3 for? How many years?
Oh,
Like
fuck, dog. I couldn't keep track anymore.
Yeah.
They showed Kingdom Hearts 3 off for like 7 to 10.
It's also action
But
RPG, so they might want to just not.
I also don't think Kingdom Hearts 4 is as far off as people think. I think they understood the problem with 3, and they're not going to let that happen again.
Are they going to understand the problem with the others and their convoluted story with plot holes?
Let's not get into that. That's on a different podcast. Go ahead and check that out at Tanuki Media Official or youtube.com/Tanuki Media Official. But
Please sign up. Please,
Look, man,
sign up.
my only bit of it
I haven't
is
had
that
any
Christoph tried to explain to me the bullshit of that story,
True.
and I found like 4 plot holes in him trying to give his best explanation.
let me tell
And
you.
he's like, "Look, man, I can't explain it."
You
There's,
gotta look at all the games to really get the story.
Let me tell you something, dog. That game has plot holes. It's a Disney game. let's just leave it at that.
They're taking their best efforts now to try to fill the.
Yeah.
Hey, man, don't say that. Because Toy Story 3 had no plot holes.
Are you comparing Toy Story 3 to Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah.
You see, I'm comparing Disney game to a Disney game.
Oh my fucking god.
Lion King may have been a bitch and a half to play, but there's no plot holes in that game.
I would hope not if it's based on the movie game. I really hope it doesn't.
Look, man, I think the problem with Kingdom Hearts is that it was made by the same people that made 16 Finals.
16 Final
Shut
fan.
the
What do you mean by final?
I swear to God, this is the last one.
This has
Okay,
to
we
be
got
the
a new
last
one.
And then all of a sudden, Final Fantasy, the final collection.
I feel that
All
I do
87
think,
games.
I do think Tetsuya Nomura is just going wild at this point. But hey, look, I'm always gonna play a mainline Kingdom Hearts. I have such a love-hate relationship with that game. It's not even funny. I'm gonna do. It's like I'm in an abusive relationship with Kingdom Hearts. Like,
Look, man, you say mainline. Do you mean mainline, or do you mean any of them that aren't on a mobile? Because if you just play mainline, you're missing 87% of that story.
no, I know what you mean by that, and I meant like it's okay. Let me rephrase that because every game is canon. What I meant is the numbered games are the core like gameplay. Like it's the actual like what it was originally intended to be.
Well, we're screwed because they had the whole collection as 1.2. We're screwed.
That's what I'm saying. You're missing 87% of the story if you just play those.
Don't think twice.
Oh my god! Not the song reference again.
Look, man, the worst offender is the fact that if you play the first one, if you only go up to the story to the end of the first one, you're still missing half the story somehow.
I think the worst offender is that the rhythm game is also fucking canon. I think that's the worst offender. Or like, any of the mobile games, anything in that game is canon. Gabe, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to figure out how Sora gets into Smash, how that's canon. Please figure it out.
I want you to take Phil. I want you to think this for example.
Didn't they open a door in his fucking trailer?
They did.
But take this for
That's
example.
how it's canon. He went through the wrong door. His big ass fucking key and Donald Duck goopy clown shoes went squonk squeak squonk through the wrong fucking door.
He asked Williams the wrong dimension.
But here's the thing. It's like you say like everything is canon, and Fate fans are looking at you like first time.
First time. It gets weird
Dude,
with that one.
There's a possibility in Fate that even the fan-made dojins are canon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The worst. Look,
They
I don't know.
all have numbers now, Phil. They all have numbers.
they all have numbers. The only one that doesn't is Dream Drop Distance.
Asshole.
It's all
No. Wait a minute. Dream Drop had a number. It was 3.
Where?
3D.
Oh
3D.
shit. What about Chain of Memories?
It's part 1.
Chain of Memory.
It's part 1.5.
Yeah, it's in the 1.5 collection. It's the 0.5.
It's a 1.5.
Shit. They all have numbers.
They all
They're
have.
all-
They have
And
numbers,
don't you tell me Birth by Sleep does it, dog. I can hit you with Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep 0.2, a fragmentary passage.
Stop this, man.
I know which one doesn't. Kingdom Hearts 36 over 2 or whatever. the fuck.
356 over 2.
358 over 2.
Is that also part of the 1.5 collection?
Yes, it is.
That's not how math works.
What are you talking about? Because then 2.5 came out.
That's what, 179?
But then there's
Kingdom Hearts 179?
But then there's 2.8.
We're about to make Gabe bust out a calculator and start
Wait,
crunching.
but Gabe, it gets better. When you start Kingdom Hearts 3, you're not actually playing Kingdom Hearts 3. You're playing the prologue, which is called Kingdom Hearts 2.9.
2.9, baby.
You are. I do remember that.
When you finish the prologue, it starts up as 3.
I imagine Gabe right now as the monkey with.
So what you're saying is you got 2 games in one if you bought Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude. You didn't know?
And then
That's crazy.
and then they have DLC.
And then they have DLC, so it's 3 games in one, dude.
Right.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right now, Gabe is that baboon stomping his fingers on the fucking like typewriter.
He's just like.
Trying to figure out the math. He's trying to figure out the math.
I'm gonna have to watch another 16-hour fucking all you need to know about series for Kingdom Hearts.
Hey, get ready,
I
dude.
watched it all.
Get ready, because if you're gonna have to do that for 4, you're forgetting the important part. The mobile game is super duper fucking important, and I'm not ready to cover that in the podcast.
You're not
because
ready.
It's gonna take me like a whole fucking day.
To be fair, they do say that the mobile game that's coming out that's gonna play more like an actual console game for Kingdom Hearts. They do say that should be the final piece to finish
Everything until 4.
Don't tell me that. Don't
Nope.
tell me that.
Nope.
I don't believe a goddamn thing they say.
It's not gonna. Nope. It's not gonna play like a normal game. It's gonna be a match 3.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up right now.
It's gonna be a match 3, and it's gonna put
Kingdom Hearts
Candy
Missing
Crush
Link.
to shame.
Yeah, missing Link. And
It's gonna release with 10,000 levels.
It's gonna release with 10,000 reasons you have to buy microtransactions. That's what it is.
I was gonna say, did you say Candy Crush? Oh, it's gonna be also released on Xbox. It's gonna be only Kingdom Hearts 1 release.
Missing Link is the story of what is it? It's the isn't it the in between, like
in between of I believe it's the in between of. I think it's the end.
It's not an in between technically. It's when Brain shows up on Scala Al Kalim, right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Scala,
So he shows up on Scala Al Kalim, and then that's actually when they introduce like the teachers and stuff. And when he gets to the island in Union Cross, at the end of that, it's because he realizes that Ephemer was the founder of that because that was where they did the time jump, right? All 6 of the members did the time jump.
Vaguely remember
So they all
that,
ended up in different places. Yeah.
Oh, time, bro.
I hate this game. I hate this
Now, here's the thing.
fucking series.
Here's the thing. The lore they introduce, it's actually interesting. It's just that it's in so many different places that it's so fragmented.
A fragmentary passage, yeah.
Yep. There you go.
There you go.
It's all coming together.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Just 10 years at a time. It's all coming together.
Oh yeah.
You
So
mentioned Xbox.
it's coming
We can
together.
segue into that if you want.
Yeah, let's do Xbox now. I think PlayStation Showcase is gonna be cool. 90
Oh, yeah,
hour or 90 minutes.
Something
Something like that. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a long show. It's gonna be fun. Let's see. Next one is Xbox Showcase. That's on June 10th or 11th.
11th,
Yes.
I believe.
11th at 10 in the morning. I believe we are actually gathering for that one. So
Because there is one leak that has shown up, and if it is true, yes!
hell yeah, dude. Halo 7.
Halo 7 Infinite 2.
Nope, it would be, and this it's
Oh, they're
probably-
finally coming out with Infected on there
Shut
in
the
season
fuck up.
4.
This is
Shut
true.
the
This
fuck
is
up.
true. This is true.
No, I saw a fucking little notification
He's
that
not wrong.
said season 4 is introducing Infected.
Infection,
God
yeah.
damn. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute.
But no,
That's a whole different can of things.
It's
Go ahead, Mark.
I really wanted it to be good. I really did.
can't guarantee anything, but I did see this might be a thing, and people are getting very hyped about it. To take it with a grain of salt, we might see the resurrection of Scalebound.
Cap.
I'm gonna say that's Spanish cap.
That's a cap, bro.
Phil,
Get it.
let me dream, Phil.
I really want you to come lay down, drink your bottle.
Let me dream.
That's
Okay.
exactly how I feel right now when he said that.
Let me dream, Phil.
You're gonna have to
Get
lay
your
down,
mom.
get your mama right now because that ain't no way in
And
hell
go get your mom.
that's gonna happen.
Let me dream, Phil. Let a man dream.
Kiss the blanket.
I mean, that'd be cool. In fact, I don't think Platinum Games is really working on anything.
No,
the moment.
Platinum, the director.
Platinum Games is working on Bayonetta 8.
Dude,
Yeah.
the directors at Platinum were saying.
Yeah. So
They're saying, Phil, we actually want to try it again.
yeah,
No,
that's
I
been
want a
consistent.
wonderful 102.
And so I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. I'm not getting my hopes up, but I'm at least
I
gonna
would-
put it as a possibility of.
I want it to happen.
It could happen.
I'm not saying let's not. I'm not saying oh god, Scalebound. I'm saying oh I really do. I do hope so, but I'm not getting my hopes up.
Because Scalebound, I think the resurrection of Scalebound is the kind of redemption that needs to be done.
I also think Scalebound would fill in a gap that only really right now Tango Gameworks is the only one filling, and that's Japanese support for first party.
It's not only just that. It's just that
Mark, what needs a big redemption is your goddamn mic audio.
Listen here, bitch.
Can't even say anything about that.
Like, I have to put my, if I want to hear what you're saying clearly, I have to put my ear against my phone and then back away quickly if anybody has anything else to
if
say.
the background of your mic sounds like the fucking mall, then how you gonna talk shit over here about my mic audio quality?
Whoa, people can actually hear at least what I'm saying.
That was
I could also-
so funny.
I can also hear everything in the background, bro. I can hear what your niece saying. I can hear what your brother saying.
Damn, it's almost as though I have a good mic, huh? I'd rather have a mic that picks up too much than a mic that can't pick up me speaking in it.
Brother. Oh, brother.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Man, I got that gain turned up to max.
It's good to have you here, Gabe. I was gonna say.
I can hear his I can hear his
Head
stomach
back.
digesting.
I was
I
gonna
can hear his
say-
family going ons.
Xbox. I really hope Scalebound does show up, Mark. I really do. I want Scalebound to show up.
Because I feel like if they did that, because here's the thing: when Scalebound was canceled, I think it did have a slight impact on the community in terms of we all felt like it was kind of like it felt like they just threw it in the trash. It felt like we're like, come on, guys, this is something that everyone was actually very hopeful about, and I think that it has left a bad taste in people's mouths for a long time. Like I feel like even the biggest Xbox fans, when you mention Scalebound, we're always like, oh.
Yeah.
And so I
So
feel
what was
like,
Scalebound?
It was that game that was being developed by Platinum. It was the one with like the dude he looked like a Devil May Cry character, but he had headphones on and it was like dragons.
Mhm.
It
I
looked
see.
like it was gonna be an Xbox exclusive.
and I feel
and-
like yeah, and once it was canceled, that like it definitely I felt had an impact in the community where people were just like, what the fuck's happening?
I literally heard nothing about it until there was news that it got canceled. I'm like, oh no, what is this game?
Did you never watch E3?
Yeah,
No.
it was just like E3 thing that just like popped up.
Yeah.
And they had released gameplay for it. Like we had decent gameplay for
Yeah.
it. It was like,
I want to go before we do third party like stuff at Xbox. I would like to just go one by one real quick through their
First parties.
first party publishers,
I
and we can take a guess or what we're actually working on, something like that. I
I
got it right. I got the list in front of me.
State
Got
of
it.
Decay 3.
they do need to talk about that.
Yeah, I was gonna. We might as well just get Undead Labs out of the way. Yeah, it's got to be State of Decay 3, right?
Yeah, they have to.
They have to.
That
has to be
that
there.
trailer was actually pretty unsettling when I heard the cry, and I was like, I think I'd be sold for this.
Dude, if they bring zombie animals, that'd be awesome.
Hmm.
to me, that's always the scariest thing in those in exciting games. It's like, oh great, the disease is spread beyond humans. Now we got to worry about animals too.
Yeah.
No, the thing that scared me is a fucking deer eating a wolf.
That's also terrifying.
That goes against the laws of nature, and it's horrifying.
Exactly.
It's also a role I'm born to play.
Well, to be fair, zombies already go against the rules of nature. So
Yeah, but people have eaten people before.
yeah, but they were alive still.
It doesn't matter. People have eaten people. That can be somewhat normal. Deers don't eat wolves.
Bro, I don't care if something's dead, it shouldn't be moving around.
That's like it's like a fish climbing a tree. It don't make sense. Don't. That's as disturbing as when.
That's good.
What is it with deers being disturbing? Because Adventure Time had a deer take off his hooves and there's fingers.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, what the?
Yeah, I remember that. That's gross.
Or the Courage
Yeah.
of Cowley, or the Courage of Cowley dog episode where the deer's got guns.
Yeah.
But Undead Labs, we all agree State of Decay 3 will be there.
That
Probably.
should be. It should be.
It has to be. It has to be.
I hope so.
Okay.
But then again, State of Decay 2 is still getting updated.
That-
Their last update
Oh my
was
God.
10 days ago.
Dude, it was like a couple days ago. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, on the 10th, they updated it. They completely revamped the way that the game does its environment and the way that you play it.
Interesting.
Let's see. 343 Industries.
3-4.
Season 4 of Halo.
Yeah.
It had to
I don't know if they'll show. If they show it, it better be a
depends.
brief clip, and that's it.
be. Yeah.
It also depends on what they plan on adding from. Because you never know. I don't think it's gonna happen this year. I do think at some point we are gonna get some type of story include, because they said that Infinite's gonna be the platform for Halo for over 10 years. So I'm like, that means they have to include some type of story expansion. I feel in the future.
If they do, it's just going to be like a Spartan Ops bullshit. I don't think they're going to do anything with Chief.
Yeah.
I would hope they would do something, but here's the thing, I wouldn't mind Spartan Ops because I did kind of enjoy them, but I do feel like it would be a shame to not do anything with Chief.
Let's see. World's Edge. They're the developers of Age of Empires.
That's out of my
Oh.
ballpark.
Didn't they just release 4?
2 just came out. The definitive
Well, 2
edition
was
on Xbox,
they redid 2.
which is great, and they're also
just released 4?
and they're actually doing the DLC for 2 that's going to make it to where you get all the content from 1. So that's really cool.
Baby, come here.
Exactly. So
Shut the hell up.
Baby.
but what was I gonna say? But to your point, Mark and Gabe, yeah, Age of Empires 4 is announced for Xbox Series X.
Come
So
here.
I'm assuming they're gonna show it
Yeah, because it was already on Game Pass for a while.
for PC. Yeah,
Yeah. And then
So-
there was definitely talks about adding it to Xbox already.
the console version will probably be shown there.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty big for Microsoft. I know that series has a big legacy, and I personally never really got into it, but I kind of want to. I kind of want to download Age of Empires 2 and try it out.
The Age of Empires were definitely a cool game.
Yeah, they're very fun from what I hear.
Mm-hmm.
The Coalition?
I don't think.
I don't know.
I don't.
I don't
That's a
think it's ready.
50-50.
They're quiet.
It's not ready. I don't think it's ready yet.
Owns the fuck. Oh.
I don't
Gears.
think we're ready for Gears.
Yeah,
yet.
Gears
I
6.
don't. I think Gears 6 is still a few years off.
I don't know. I think maybe they'll show it, at least announce it, say 2024.
They might say a title, but I might be more in the realm of 2025.
Wouldn't this be the official first Gears on next gen?
I just want them to kill the Gears series and do another IP.
Hey, that also would be really interesting if the Coalition
it's hard
does
to.
that.
Here's the thing, bro. It's hard
Yeah,
to
I
let
know.
go.
Nobody does that anymore.
No, it'd be
Yeah.
hard. It'd be hard to let go. Because Gears has such a legacy. It's hard to let go.
And also, Gears is really safe when it comes to Xbox. We can argue and debate
It's
like
also that
which Gears are
Gears
better
is-
than others.
But
But-
Gears is also such a legend. It's such a legend and staple at Xbox. It feels wrong to get rid of.
I was gonna say Gears in general is a solid series. Like there really isn't a bad game in the series. There's others that are
I
better
know.
than others for sure.
You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Good boss.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, go off,
Thank
go
you,
off, go off.
thank
No, but like
Safe space.
Gears is consistently solid. So like it's a really easy win for Xbox if they show Gears 6.
Yeah,
It would be safe, yeah.
but
I would love them to see show a new IP. That'd be kind of wild.
Yeah, what would they even? Do they have history?
That's
But-
hard to say. I don't know what they'd be working on, honestly. Because
Well,
like
another
considering-
turn-based game.
Halo maps.
Hey,
the only
Gears
other
Tactics was not that bad. It's actually pretty
Gears,
okay.
it actually is good, but I think the only other game that they've really worked on was the tech demo for Matrix.
Not only that, they did Microsoft Flight, so they can do a flight
really?
simulator again.
They did Microsoft Flight Simulator?
I don't think it was just
Yep.
they helped. I think they helped.
I think they helped. I do not think they were the developers of that.
No, like
I don't know. When I looked up their games, they were up there.
I think it was just listed as an assistant.
Compulsion Games.
What did they make again?
They made
they're all the
Contrast and We Happy Few.
Mhm.
Wait, didn't they already make a sequel to We Happy Few?
Nope.
no, yeah, they never did that.
Or are they?
And
I feel like they're
We
working.
Happy Few is very overall. So
Yeah, I've heard literally nothing about We Happy Few outside of when it was being like talked about
Yeah, I know.
initially.
it has a really cool concept, but when you actually play it, you realize, wait, it's this kind of game. It's trying to be like Dishonored, but not as good.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looked like a Dishonored game.
Mm-hmm. But actually, if you want a recommendation, play Contrast. That's a good one from them.
Mm.
That one's on Xbox Game Pass, I think.
They have a very set art style, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They do. Contrast is good though.
Rollerblade
It's a puzzle
platformer.
platformer. Puzzle platformer.
Interesting.
It's got a very unique story. It's fun. It's very interesting game. But I don't know. When it comes to Compulsion, it's very hit or miss. Like I don't know. So like here's the thing: Contrast is good, but it's not like a lot of people played it. And We Happy Few kind of bombed in reviews. So it's
Right.
what do you think we'll see something from them there? Or do you not? I don't know if we will. But it has been a long time since We Happy Few.
I feel. I don't know. They might show up something. We'll see. I'm not sure.
That one's kind of
Double Fine?
that one's kind of a wild card. Yeah, Double Fine. Ooh, buddy. Okay, so when it comes to Double
Those
Fine,
are two good games that they have right there that I'm seeing: Psychonauts
Oh,
and Brutal Legend.
Well,
those-
the thing about
Brutal Legend
Double
hasn't been around
Fine-
in a while.
I was gonna say the thing about Double Fine you have to realize is they're also a publishing company on top of being a developer. So they have a lot of indie games that they published. Like you're talking like Stacking, that's a classic 360 arcade game.
Hmm.
You're talking about Iron Brigade.
Yeah.
They did The Cave. There's a lot of games that they can publish that are really good. When it comes to actually something from Double Fine, I don't expect to see anything yet because they just got off of doing Psychonauts 2.
We're definitely going to be seeing something from Playground.
Playground.
They've got
Probably, yeah.
So they've got
I
Fable.
don't know. I don't know if they're gonna show
I-
Fable or
I
not.
think-
Playground's
I think
Fable.
they probably at least have a little something about Fable to show off.
Because I do agree that if we do see something from Playground, it has to be Fable. But I don't think we're gonna see Fable there, dude.
I think if they show, I don't think it's going to be a lot, but I think they might have a tiny something to show us.
The Initiative, that is Perfect Dark. Do you think Perfect
Oh.
Dark shows up here?
I think
It should.
it
should.
It was announced in
Yeah, it
2018. I feel like it should at least have something to show off by now.
Hey now, baby. Hey
2018,
now.
they showed the trailer in 2020.
Oh, 2020. I'm sorry. I was thinking of the studio founding. My bad. But it
Mhm.
was,
Yes. I'm looking at their Wikipedia page right now. Founded in 2018. They're currently working on a new Perfect Dark series.
Yeah.
I feel like because it was in 2020 was the trailer. It's been 3. I feel like they should at least have, at the very least, some type of demo to show off.
I really
Hmm.
do want to see a little bit more of that game. As a big Perfect Dark fan, I really do. That would be something I'd be super interested in playing. So,
You're right here with your uncle.
In Exile.
Yeah. But like, keep an eye on her.
Exile. They made Wasteland.
They made Wasteland. They made the Bard's Tale. If they do a Bard's Tale 5, that'd be pretty cool. I don't know if they would. I don't know if that would set the world on fire because it's a very niche series overall.
I don't know if we'll see. We might see a little. I don't know if we're gonna see much from them, but we might see a little something.
Bard's Tale 4 is good if anybody wants to play it on Game Pass. It's good.
Hmm.
The other one from them that's good is Bard's Tale Action RPG. That one's good too.
Right.
That's also on Game Pass. But Wasteland 2 and 3 are really good too. So if they show Wasteland 4, I wouldn't be super surprised.
Right.
But
And then one that we could probably expect to see a couple things from will be
Mojang. It's gonna be Minecraft updates. It's gonna be Minecraft.
Yeah,
updates.
let's.
Mojang's gonna give nothing but Minecraft updates.
Yeah, it's not.
I was gonna say Obsidian.
We'll get there. Obsidian's got a bit of a thing to talk about.
They do.
But Mojang in general, I think Mojang's gonna show Minecraft, mainline Minecraft, not like Legends or Dungeons.
Yeah.
If they show a new spin-off, that'd be kind of cool.
If we circle back a little, do you think Playground might do anything with Forza?
No, because
or talk about anything Forza?
Only because Motorsport has to come out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. No,
gotta wake that up.
Motorsport has to release because that's the next game from Take 10 or Turn 10, and that's the big reboot of the series.
Yeah.
So, and since they already did Horizon 5 and the next project they're working on is Fable, I don't think we'll see a Horizon 6. At least not yet. Yeah, back to Mojang real quick. It's just Minecraft. If they do a spin-off again, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Like nothing else to say except Minecraft. It's literally all we can say.
Yeah.
We have what, Minecraft Legends now, along with
the strategy RPG.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
So
okay.
Dungeons and Legends, okay.
Dungeons and Legends. If they do something else that's interesting, that'd be cool. Ninja Theory. Oh my god, dude!
It's got to be 100%.
It's just a sequel. It's just a sequel. That's it.
If Hellblade 2 shows up, dude, oh my god!
Well, I feel like it has to.
It has to.
Let me see the UI.
It has to be there, dude. Like,
do you think if they talk about the second one and when the second one decides to come out, do you think it'll actually have the feature mentioned in the first one?
The feature?
Maybe.
Yeah. So in the first one, they said, "Oh, there's no like lives in the game, but you have like the fucking whatever it is that crawls up your arm, and if it reaches your heart, it's game over."
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah. That wasn't a real feature. That never happened. There's people that literally sat there and died for hours. All they did was just die for like 2 hours straight, and it never happened.
I hope that they really do that, but that would also alienate a lot of players. But then again, we also live in a time where Elden Ring's a thing, right? So
no,
it would work. That'd be cool.
No.
But
there's still games that have permadeath modes and all that.
True.
Yeah.
There's 3 studios that I think also need to be mentioned. Well,
we're mentioning all of them, so one by one.
3 more that I would like to put in a lineup would probably be.
But Ninja Theory is pretty much a go. It has to be there, right? Hellblade 2's got to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Next in line is Obsidian.
Avowed, please.
I want more
Avowed
out of.
Has to be there.
What's that?
Avowed has to be
Avowed
there.
is gonna. That's a guarantee.
I care not for Avowed. I want more Grounded.
I was gonna say.
Really?
There's also Outer
Yes.
Worlds too.
I did
also
hear
Outer
Grounded
Worlds,
was good. Yeah. Oh, Outer Worlds 2. Holy shit, I forgot about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was in early development when it was announced.
But Grounded I do need to play Grounded. It's just sitting on my queue.
Me and Justin played it.
Yeah.
My brother and I played it for like 2 months straight.
Damn.
Whoa,
Nice
for
to see
2
you
months?
invite me.
Yeah.
Nice to see you invited Escape.
It was just he and I playing.
That's good.
It's a 4-player game. You can hit 2.
I really should download Grounded. It's on Game Pass. I have it in my queue. But
It's Honey, I Shrunk the Kids meets Ark.
Exactly. That's exactly how I described it.
Yeah. But I do think Avowed is going to be there. That's the big one from them.
Yeah,
and that's going to be the
looking forward to
next. That would be their next big first-person RPG since Fallout New Vegas.
I was gonna say, I just remembered they have the Xbox has Bethesda
I am
and
not
Obsidian.
gonna skip
So-
Bethesda. So
They really
New
did split
Vegas
them off
too.
and then brought them
Well,
back
City-
in together.
hey, New Vegas 2, especially since Bethesda GameWorks is actually, or Bethesda Game Studios is working on Elder Scrolls 6 at the moment. I think catering to the Fallout fans, New Vegas 2 would be great.
If game studios want to pander the same way movie studios are, New Vegas too.
Yeah, but I think Obsidian's going to be there for sure. Pentiment was a
Going for you.
critical darling last year, so
And like one studio that still hasn't come out with a project yet.
we already did Playground, so it's Rare, right?
No, I would say Roundhouse
Who?
Studio, Roundhouse Studio. That's a studio in Xbox, bro.
Oh yeah,
I see
it is. It's technically Bethesda, but yes.
But they are the only studio so far that hasn't had a project.
Anything.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that in a little bit, but Rare is next on the list.
Now I feel
Rogue needs to work with who's their fucks.
Something to show with Everwild. There has to be.
I don't even think Everwild should have been announced.
I don't
to
think
be
it,
honest,
I don't think it exists.
I don't think it really was a thing. Like they announced it too early.
I think I just dreamed it up.
Because I know
Oh,
they had
what?
to restart development. I remember that, but it's like
My only issue is if Everwild ends up just being another Sea of Thieves, and I don't even hate Sea of Thieves like that. Sea of Thieves is great, but if it ends up being another Sea of Thieves, then there's the question.
Yeah,
of,
I get you.
why do you want to leave Sea of Thieves if there's a Series X version still going on with support?
well, the way they described Everwild is a co-op adventure game. So that could it could be multiplayer.
So it's Sea of Thieves on land.
That's exactly why I'm saying they can't do that. It has to be something different. The thing about Rare and what makes them unique, ever since the NES days, is they're always trying to push the console to its limit. And so them.
No, if anybody wanted to push the console to the limit, it was whoever made Crash Bandicoot. Not fucking
Naughty Dog.
Yeah, it was Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog.
That's usually been
Naughty Dog pushed the PlayStation 2 to its absolute breaking point, so much so that people thought people that made it thought that it would melt the CPU on it. Because they're like, how
Crash 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Crash 1 for PS1. Yeah.
I was thinking Crytek was the person
I thought it
who
was
a console to limits.
But Rare
I thought it was gonna
is
melt
the
the
kind of
CPU
company
on.
that wants to utilize
Because I was saying,
everything.
Naughty Dog game on PS gonna do that. It's gonna be Jack and
Hold on, we
Daxter.
got
Yeah, that's
two
a great
conversations
game.
going on.
Yeah.
I've never played 2 or 3 though.
Everybody, you have Jack and Daxter.
At the local mall.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think definitely Rare.
And I never beat it.
I don't know if Rare's
You
gonna
ever
be
beat it?
there.
No, I got all the way to the end. But I never beat the last boss.
Yeah.
I was trying to 100%, but that's fine.
Oh, thank you.
I love this conversation in the mall food court.
So everything you can have
You're
up
welcome.
until you got to that last level, or the last little world. Yeah, I used to try to 100%.
I think my stream just got hijacked.
Yeah. Anyways, Rare definitely has to be there.
Yeah. We'll
You
see.
know, any game-
We'll see what Everwild's got.
Yeah.
might
We
see a
already
little
did.
Thieves, we'll see.
We did Turn 10. We did Undead Labs.
Oh yeah, we did.
I'm gonna skip Bethesda Game Studios because obviously we have the Starfield Direct after.
It's true. Yeah.
So
Yeah. So we already have Starfield. That's all we need to know.
Alpha Dog Games, what do they do?
Yeah. Good question. Things. Stuff.
They are working on. They are the developer of the hit 2012 game Wraithborn, a visceral whack and smash experience in the dark fantasy world for mobile.
What the? What?
Mobile game developer originally.
They're a mobile game developer. Oh,
Ooh.
I know who they are. Aren't they the developer that was supposed to be doing that Commander Keen mobile game?
No clue.
And then they showed it and everybody got mad because it was Commander Keen and they thought it was going to be a new game, but it's a mobile game.
It's still a new game, just a mobile game.
Yeah, but it's not the Commander Keen everybody wanted. You don't just take an id Software like legacy title and then just make it a fucking tactical game, man. It's supposed to be a 2D action platformer like Mega Man.
I think their most recent thing is Mighty Doom.
Oh, they did Mighty Doom?
So it says.
Ooh, okay, I take it back. They're a pretty good developer.
Well, I'll take it back.
that's a-
I'll take it back. Take it back.
I take it back. I take it back. That's a damn good mobile game. Hey, I downloaded it because I was like, Doom.
My
I gotta
bad,
play it.
Pim.
And you know what? It's a pretty good mobile game. It gets me through. Gets me through when I don't have a Switch on me.
Yeah, a nice break.
ZeniMax Online. Yeah, they probably will do an Elder Scrolls Online update.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Maybe.
All right, big topic. Tango GameWorks.
I don't think we're getting.
They'd probably be working on something, but not announce it.
Tango GameWorks right now.
Because
I'm telling you,
didn't they change?
Hi-Fi Rush just came out. You know, they did finally port Ghostwire Tokyo to Switch to Xbox.
Yeah, because they said those two big projects. I don't know how big their team is there. I don't know what they've been working.
Yeah, didn't their team actually just like lose somebody?
They lost the main guy. They lost Shinji Mikami.
Yeah, that's kind of weird to see after the release of Hi-Fi.
Shinji Mikami hadn't actually worked on a game since The Evil Within 2. He didn't really touch Hi-Fi Rush. So I think it's fine if you don't. I think it's fine. I think it's going to be okay with them. Honestly, because of Hi-Fi Rush, if I were Microsoft, I would be putting a lot of money into Tango and being like, hey, what else can you do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
can you guys do Halo maps? Oh, what?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Again with the
Don't
Halo
Call of Duty them.
Again with the Halo maps.
Because if you notice, Tango is the only Japanese developer on this list. Something that Xbox has always struggled to have is better Japanese support.
Yeah.
So getting that kind of game, getting those kinds of games on here, please. If it's The Evil Within 3, that would also be cool. But I don't think it's going to be.
Yeah, it's hard to say because they just recently had that. So if anything, they can give you like a nice like spread of artwork, a nice little preview teaser. That's it.
I don't know if I want to. God. Okay, yeah, it's software, right? Oh God, my heart.
I don't think we're getting anything yet, man.
I don't think we're getting anything. I don't want to get my hopes up. I don't, because I don't want to sit there going, next id game, let's fucking go. But you know, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Doom Eternal's been done for a while now. They finished that deal like 2 years ago.
True.
It's.
Do you think it's time for Doom 3?
I don't know if it's Doom. That's the thing. That's the thing about id Software.
Yeah,
right?
I don't think it
That's
is.
The thing about id. You could go wild and it could be a new Doom. It could be a new Quake. It could be Rage 3 for all we fucking know. But what I really hope it's not Rage 3.
It's like,
Rage 3 would be wild.
Rage 2. Rage 2, id's name is on it, but they only helped with it. That's another studio which I will get to because they have an Xbox exclusive we need to talk about too. But they only helped with Rage 2. They didn't actually develop it all the way. They did develop Rage 1, which was kind of it's fine. It's not a bad game. But if we're talking about, you know, id Software games, I would love to see a new Quake. I don't know if it's going to happen. It would be cool if they figured out a way to port Quake Champions to Xbox. But I'm not sure if that's a viable thing at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Quake Champions is a fantastic game, and a lot of kids are all like, look at this movement on my first-person shooters, and everyone likes to comment, these kids just need Quake. That's just what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So Quake Champions would be a good way to do it. But I don't expect it to be there, but I really, really hope I'm wrong. That is my favorite Bethesda studio, so... Okay, let's bring it up in the room, right? Arcane is next.
Oh boy. Let's talk about it.
They're definitely not doing anything.
I don't think they're doing anything.
They keep their heads down for that one.
I don't know if Arcane's gonna show up to this.
Well,
Arcane Austin is not gonna show up to this. Arcane Leon might have something under their sleeve after Deathloop, but I'm not really sure.
I wouldn't expect much.
No, I don't think so.
I think they're still working on something else.
But Machine Games.
What have they done?
Wolfenstein.
Oh,
They're They're the Wolfenstein New Order, New Colossus,
Oh.
Old Blood, yeah. But I do know the one game they're working on. It might be there. Mark, is it finally time? Especially with the movie coming out next month, is it finally time?
Is it? You think so?
I think so, Mark. I think it's time to show off Indiana Jones. I don't think you can not show it off any further.
Show off FPS Indiana Jones?
It's not going to be FPS. I don't think.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, wait, another FPS?
It's like kind of a,
I don't think so.
If
kind of a waste if you have the Wolfenstein game director working on Indiana Jones game and it doesn't have any FPS.
if I were them, I would try to make it like Uncharted.
I think that'd be pretty safe.
What is the most perfect like thing? Like it's an Uncharted style game from the pretty much the creator of that genre. It's Indiana Jones property. Like that'd be so goddamn perfect. And they're already fighting Nazis, so you might as well do it. Like,
Bruh.
Am I wrong?
Or am I wrong?
Just because Wolfenstein is so known already for being an amazing shooting game that it's like it just feels like you're having a game developer who's known for blasting Nazis in a game where you're not there's Nazis but you're not blasting them.
Yeah, well, you're beating their ass though, that's for sure. But if it's not Indiana Jones, then Mark, Wolfenstein 3 finally?
It could be. It just depends, because I know 2 was the very divisive one.
2 is a little bit divisive in where it goes story-wise, but I thought that game was great. So
The gameplay was good, it's just that story was like divisive.
yeah, story. I think there's too much story. I think that game didn't need that many cutscenes. Like they rode the highs of like the new order. Yeah, New Order. Of the first one, and then I really love New Order, and then they went into this one. They were like, let's ramp the cutscenes, and I'm like, that's not what you needed to do.
They flew a little too close to the sun.
Yeah, and that's fine. I still think New Colossus is really good. So
It's like gameplay wise, it's still great.
yeah, but I think they could do Wolfenstein 3. I don't know if it's time though. I don't know if it's ready for them. And then Mark, Roundhouse, which hasn't made a single thing, so I have no idea where to go with that one.
The only thing they've done is help with Redfall.
Ooh, that's not the
That
greatest.
sounds-
That's not the greatest track record.
That's
so
not
far.
a good track record, Mark.
I'm looking at this resume.
That's all I've got to share. That's all I've got to share is that I know all they've done recently is help with Redfall.
Well, I did skip one on purpose because I feel like that was a good one for the end.
Halo Maps it is.
No. It is the very open-ended Xbox Game Studios publishing.
That
So-
could be anything.
That could be anything,
yeah.
but there is two things we can talk about. You already talked about Scalebound.
Which could
This
happen.
dude.
That could happen.
That's
That's
soon.
part of it. And the other game, so this is the Rage 2 developer. Remember what I said? This
Oh.
is a game that was announced. It is exclusive to Xbox, but we haven't seen a damn thing about it since. Contraband.
Oh, that is a thing, isn't it?
By Avalanche Studios.
Oh.
So I do think Contraband's going to be there.
Interesting.
I do think Contraband is going to be there for sure.
Forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to forget, but it's fine.
That's okay.
That's why I'm here.
That's why I'm here.
I'm here to remind you.
I am here.
But those are the first parties. Any third party stuff you might think of there?
It can be so many different things that I can't really tell you.
Yeah. when it
Bandai
comes to third
Namco, let's go.
Oh my god.
I'm down.
I mean,
Hey,
Something
I
about Jump
actually think
Stars?
if the rumors are true and Atlas shows up with Shin Megami Tensei 5,
oh,
that'd be pretty nuts.
That'd be
Pretty
crazy.
nutty.
Listen,
That'd be fucking nuts, Mark. You get to play a dank ass RPG. I'll tell you that.
Ooh.
JRPGs, let's go. Just pump
But
it out.
that would be a pretty good one if they showed up with the rumored Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD remaster. They
That's
showed
what-
up with Shin Megami
that's
Tensei
safe.
4 and Apocalypse,
Oh yeah,
and then
yeah.
Shin Megami Tensei 5.
I think
That would be
that's
wild.
appropriate, especially since one of those. Well, yeah, especially one of those is not really available.
Exactly. 4 is not available on modern platforms. It's only on 3DS. So that would be sick. That'd be so sick because I'm not buying it on Xbox. I'm buying it on Switch if it happens.
Bruh.
Well, I mean, I figured that much. It's very on brand to Phil.
But,
Very on brand.
you know, it could be announced.
Can be announced, yeah,
It could be announced.
and be
that'd
on Game
pretty cool.
Pass, and be like, oh, huh?
Yeah, that's true. That's how I was playing Persona 3. Was Game Pass for a little bit. It's pretty funny.
Sorry.
No,
God,
that's
that was
4.
so good. Oh, but
Heartbreak
you're right.
is
You're right.
4,
You're right. Yeah.
Number 3 is Jazz, put you in a trance.
Go put you in a trance.
I want to put you in a trance.
Oh,
Like a boom, boom,
it's pretty good.
Love that game. What about Persona Remake? You think Persona Remake will show up? That rumored Persona 3 remake?
Oh, the Persona 3. Oh, yeah, I remember that. They might. That was leaked, so I mean, would be a good follow up with that too.
But in terms of like third party stuff, I do have one other prediction for that. Cyberpunk DLC.
Cyberpunk. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Witcher remake, maybe.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you're gonna throw in CD Projekt Red into all that, then maybe. I think
Mark?
Witcher remake would be great. Cyberpunk DLC would be. Oh, okay. That's happening.
Mark, any third party guesses?
Is he asleep? No, I think he's dead.
He finally died. No, I think it'll be fine. It'll be good. Xbox is gonna be a good show. I believe we are gathering for that one, so that's gonna be fun.
It'd just be really cool to see more and more games just kind of be like, I guess if anything, just have like release dates.
Yeah. Yep.
Almost, well, yeah, I guess they're kind of focusing on the game studios, not necessarily the ecosystem.
But I think that's it for that. Is there anything else we missed? Quick question.
Yeah.
Question.
Go ahead.
Do you think Nintendo does a direct this month? Or
this month?
for the summer?
We have to check the records on that one. Have they done one for
They've done one consistently for June, but last year wasn't a regular direct. It was the third-party showcase.
a third-party showcase? They might. And as usual, they'll usually announce it like a few days prior, so
Yeah.
it's hard to really say.
Then there you go.
Okay. Real quick, going back onto Nintendo actually. Want to talk about Pac-Man 99?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah, essentially they're leaving the NSO, Nintendo Switch
Yeah,
Online.
they're gonna remove it off the NSO, and they're shutting down online services. So here's the shitty part about that: the game has DLC, like paid DLC, and they're gonna not allow you to buy it anymore, which is really dumb. And it's kind of crazy to me that Tetris 99 has survived this log and has overcome both Mario 35 and Pac-Man 99.
I get Mario 99, but you know.
But I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, I definitely only played it a bit when it came out, so
Yeah.
I didn't find it as engaging as like Mario 35 or Tetris 99 for that matter. But that sucks because it is a fun game.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be lost content again.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't yet done so, you can download it like for free, but you can also download anything else that's free. Buy some DLC.
You need
stuff.
to be a Nintendo Switch Online member to download it for free.
Oh, okay. Then.
Yeah, you need to be a Switch member to download it, and then you can play it. The servers aren't going to shut off till October, or September. One of the two. You got time.
Whichever happens
But
first.
What you don't have time for is to get the DLC. If you want the DLC stuff, you have to get it by August.
Ooh. Got it.
I will say this: it has like offline modes. That's DLC. So if you buy it, you can at least still play it after it goes off the store.
Got it.
And it's really dumb. It's like fighting 99 computers and whatnot. So it's whatever. But I mean, the idea is that it'll still live there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's part of your history.
It's part of history. Yeah. So it's going to be gone though. And that's unfortunate. That's just another game gone. So definitely get that. But you know, just to make up for it, Nintendo fully was like, hey, look, 3 Mario games, baby.
That's right. That did happen.
Almost had a fucking heart attack, dude.
Where were you at
on my
when you?
phone.
Yeah, where were you at when you got the news?
I was on my phone watching YouTube, doing comparisons because for someone who actually really likes Mortal Kombat, I don't own a lot of Mortal Kombat games, so I kind of wanted to pick up some of the older ones because for the fuck of it. So I was doing version comparisons, and then I saw the Twitter like notification go off, was like Mario Advance is coming to online. I was like, what? And I jumped on, saw the trailer, and I almost like died because that is a lot of people on Twitter don't seem to know that Mario Advance 1, 2, and 3 are actually, they're the same games, right? But they have a lot of new things that are not in the original games at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll start with Mario Advance 1. Mario Advance 1 is just Mario 2.
Super Mario Bros. 2.
The difference is that it includes 5 hidden coins in every level, so there's like replayability, and you actually have to look and explore now. And it has a mission mode when you beat the game. It's like they hide 6 Yoshi eggs in every level, and they're really, really dumb to find, but you got to find them and then still beat the level. So that's a really fun mode to play. That's replayability. Mario Advance 2 is Mario World. So that one doesn't have a lot of crazy features. The biggest thing is that it has Luigi with his Luigi physics. So he has the high jump and he's slippery.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can essentially playing Mario World in a new way, in another way that doesn't exist on any other version. Other than that, yeah, it's kind of just Mario World. That one's kind of it's a good game for Game Boy Advance, but it's very low tier in terms of like Mario Advance games.
Mm-hmm.
Mario Advance 3, which is Yoshi's Island. The biggest difference is that it actually includes secret levels that are not found on the Super Nintendo version. So there's the original bonus level you get for 100%ing every level, and then when you beat that, then you get a second bonus level for the Game Boy Advance versions. So there is actual incentive to try and 100% it. So very good. That also means that that's all the Mario Advance games on Game Boy Advance, because 4 is already on there.
Nice.
And again, 4 also has the difference of adding the e-reader levels and the Luigi physics for Luigi. So these are really, this is why I'm so advocate for them. Like, advocate, why did I say that? I am a big advocate for them. They are very different versions to the ones you're used to. Like, they're really, really interesting and unique versions instead of it just being, hey, they look better. So definitely give them a try. And fun fact, they all have Mario Bros. Arcade. So
that's funny.
When you do, you know how we played Mario 4 and we did that?
Yeah.
Technically and theoretically, if we play an online match and you choose Mario Advance 1 and I choose Mario Advance 3, we could still play the same multiplayer.
This is true. Yeah.
It's the same multiplayer. And I think Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga also has that multiplayer.
Oh my god.
So as long as you're choosing one of the 5 games, you can play that multiplayer game.
Sheesh.
It was really weird. I think they did that so that they can, for Game Boy Advance, like actual physical hardware, it was easier for people to have a 4-player setup. That's why. But that comes out next Friday. So
that's
really
crazy.
Next Thursday night.
That's crazy.
I'm very excited for all those.
Sorry, what was that, Mark?
What comes out? When now? Who now?
The Mario Advance games.
On NSO next Friday or Thursday night.
NSO next week. Next week. Now Nintendo, if you just do me the favor and put Mario Land 1 and Mario Brothers Deluxe on Game Boy, we're set.
Ooh.
We're set, dude. Because those are the only 2 main lines left that they can pull from. Yeah, that they can legitimately pull from an actual NSO. It's just those 2. And then if they do that, you and I, Justin, should stream Mario Brothers Deluxe. It'd be very funny.
Oh my god. I think I have the cart somewhere.
The original Game Boy Color cart?
Yeah.
Ooh, I have it right here too. It has the really cool race mode.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Do you remember the Nintendo World Championships in 2015 when they played that?
I don't, but that sounds like a chaos.
They did 2 games. Like, so how the modern championships work for them is they play newer games like Wii U and Switch games. for like the main events, and then like when you lose, they go to the lower events, and all of those are retro picks. So like they pulled out some obscure shit. Like I'm talking like my kind of obscure. Like,
okay.
Like they were like the first round was balloon fight. I was like, okay, first of all, slow down. That's cool. Balloon fight's great, but I was like, that's not something I thought they'd pull out all of a sudden. One of them was birds and beans, and I said, what the what the fuck, Nintendo?
Would you call me Nintendo?
Birds and Beans is a mini game that's from WarioWare.
What the whoa?
It's you know the little bird with the tongue?
Yes.
His game.
Oh my god.
Like, why would you pull that out of anywhere? Like, what the fuck?
How?
And then the cool one was the semifinals was Mario Brothers Deluxe for Game Boy Color. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. What are you talking about? And they had 2 GameCubes with with a link cable.
Yeah.
With a Game Boy link cable.
Oh.
Between the 2 players, and then 2 copies of the game running on 2 screens. So they were playing the race mode. And I was like, get out of here, dude. That's so wild.
The fact that they had it. We've been waiting for this moment.
I also think what's wild is like we didn't even know the Mario Advance games were coming. Like we obviously those are kind of easy picks.
They were kind of like eventualities, but yeah.
But they were not announced on that list. We're still missing any other than Metroid Fusion. We're still missing like the Fire Emblem game, Golden Sun, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, F-Zero Maximum Velocity. All of those games were announced. None of them have showed up so far. Same thing goes for 64. We're still waiting on Mario Party 3, Excitebike 64, 1080 degree snowboarding, Pokemon Stadium 2.
Won't have that support, we know it, but you know.
And then Game Boy is the same thing. I didn't know Burger Time Deluxe and Kirby's Dream Land 2 was going to show up because we're missing the Oracle games that they announced.
I was going to say, there's a lot of Mario love here.
Pokemon trading card game.
That's also missing, yeah.
They heard you.
Wait, what, Mark?
They heard you, Filthy. You want Mario? They got you. Okay.
Hey, you know what? I ain't even mad. So, very excited for the NSO releases.
You did bring up Pokemon. That brings up another little small thing that happened this past week.
Oh yeah, dude. You know what? We realized there was a lot this week. We didn't really think about it, but
yeah. I know our heads are in the clouds, so is Link. But
yeah.
But Pokemon, as far as Pokemon news, it's actually about Pokemon Home. And
God.
Yeah, it was about how I guess what had happened was that they had an announcement about like, you know, it started with just like having a redeem for like the starters, like via Home. So like their 2 address would be Pokemon Home. And the issue is that there was something brought up where it seemed that it was an announcement for Pokemon Home finally showing up and making integrations with Scarlet and Violet on the 24th. Not so. That's not happening. So it's still, now they're just saying like it's soon, just not on the 24th.
It's happening, just not just quite yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people are expecting it because that's how you get the Hisuian Pokemon in the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, it kind of like stems back to how they were saying that, you know, somewhere around spring 2023, you would start seeing it. And though we're not like at the end of spring yet, we are getting closer. Getting close.
Almost summer.
Almost summertime. So it's one of those things where it's like, when is this actually going to happen? But soon, they say. I'm personally okay with that. But, you know, I understand when people are just trying to like, you know, expand on their like collection, then yeah, you kind of want
game, bro.
I'm just trying the game, bro. I'm wave dashing, bro.
I'm just bad.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm a big fan of waiting for like the next big Nintendo release with all these NSO releases. So that'll three full Mario games, that'll keep me busy for a little bit.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
That will keep me busy. I'm gonna try 100% the mission modes, so that's fun.
Just said we take those.
Oh yeah.
Well, also
I'll do their fun. I can't wait for you guys to play Mario Advance 1 and realize Birdo talks in that game.
Oh yeah, I do. I did hear like a little bit of voice
Gross.
clips. It's like,
Gross.
what the hell? What were they? What's the
This
direction?
is as far as you go. Like,
What's
what
the direction?
fuck?
As far as you know.
And then when you beat her, it's like, I remember this. Like, ooh, no.
Let's go again.
That's the one thing that's funny about the Mario Advance games is there's voice clips for everything.
Yeah.
So like Mario, it's imagine playing those original games but with voices. That's literally the whole game.
Berta losing Mario Kart 8. Oh, remember this.
Oh, speaking of which, we're overdue for Mario Kart DLC. I think
It's true.
we're very overdue for the next wave. We got 2 waves left, so
Oh, things are coming too close.
I think that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Everything.
I
it was a
believe
long
so.
one. It was a
Mhm.
long boy.
Long boy. Man, I one last little sentiment here.
All right.
Obviously, we're like for you and me, Phil, especially. We got Zelda on the brain for the most part, and I know that we also have the Kingdom Hearts podcast that we're trying to like schedule out. And I gotta like, I gotta finish one. Like I'm in Hollow Bastion.
Oh, you're getting close.
Yeah, I'm getting close. I got Beast with me. And you know, like I've already solved a couple of the early stuff. Haven't really fought like Riku yet. And that's kind of how far I am. But I'm like, I'm close. I know it. I've seen it before.
Yeah,
But like Tears of the Kingdom though. Every single time.
it's true. It's true. And it's also really hard because a lot of our schedules conflict with a lot of things.
Yeah. So I think
May is just literally conflicting everything. So
I'm gonna try to see if I can like burn through the last of it today.
we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I think that's it, dude. I don't
Yeah.
think there's anything else.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Hey. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for us today. Well, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in for another episode of DangIT Podcast. It's been episode I have to actually look it up. 459. My name is Justin.
I'm good.
Thanks, Gabe.
Thank you, Gabe. And Philip.
And thanks for watching, everybody. #bye, everybody.